limited, you can still carry like 3 swords, all packed full of money, a bunch of food, your camping supplies, a rope. And I'm like,
That was my first experiences with Skyrim. I was like, you could go through people's drawers and take their spoons.
I have all the cheese.
Why am I walking so slowly? My parents were like, I think it's because you stole all of their spoons. And they just refused.
Leave the spoons out of this.
No, I'll just walk slowly from now on. These are mine. I need them. I might need them later.
I will not give up my ill-gotten goods.
I don't need anything except for this spoon and this other spoon.
This other spoon.
This wheel of cheese.
Cheese. Yeah, I had a scarcity mindset.
So what I'm hearing is you don't want to play Torchbearer next time. Which is old school nostalgic game with modernish rules, but it's all like, do you have enough torches to get through this part of the dungeon?
Oh, no.
Do you have enough food not to be grumpy?
Son of a bitch.
Well, never.
If that's the part of D&D that you like, that is the game for you.
Oh God, I like that it's upfront about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's not buried, not burying the lead there.
I'm gonna add. It's so weird. I don't hear my own voice. It's really disconcerting.
Do you have a different microphone than you have speaker?
No, I mean my microphone is my Yeti Blue.
No, like when you go into
here.
When you go into Zoom, that little button that says mute.
Yeah.
Click the little arrow beside it.
Yeah.
What is your microphone and what is your speaker?
My microphone they're all set to the right thing. It's just I did something wrong. This
is exactly what teaching a data science class remotely feels like.
I just love the completely practiced and experienced response from Nicole. I'm doing it right.
Several things that could be going wrong for you. Would you like to try them? I don't know. It's just not working.
I think it's just broken.
My computer.
I did everything right.
Python is broken. I'm sure it is.
I mean,
there are a few things worse than when, like, I was in IT. I'm a tech person. I'm a very advanced tech person. There's nothing worse than when you have a problem and it does end up being the really stupid thing that you just overlooked. And you're like,
just turn it off and turn it back on.
Yeah.
That's usually the Zoom fix.
It was that dumb thing I didn't think it could be because I'm too smart for that, but I wasn't.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
God damn it.
Let me hit the buttons on.
Oh yeah, let me see if I have that. See if I have an appropriate background now that I know what we're doing.
I just screenshotted the.
I'm looking for cartoon pile of laundry.
I have an idea.
Excellent.
That I think I already have in my desktop backgrounds collection, which is hundreds and hundreds of images.
Oh no.
Because I really like this guy, this vladstudio.com. He makes really cool art, and you can like pay a small fee to basically download every piece of art he has on his site in one big zip file.
Nice.
And I did that because I liked all of his art.
Vlad Studio.
Yeah, he's really cool.
Oh yeah, those are cool. Oh, those are perfect too.
Pile of treasure.
Is that what I want to get to? I think that
those are great. Oh my god. I love these.
Yeah, there we go.
Vlad.studio. Boobs.
Oh, these are cool.
And so yeah, I just downloaded the master zip file and put them all in a folder and have Windows rotate on a daily basis in that folder.
Fantastic.
What my background is for the day.
Oh,
that was really nice.
Charming.
I just got a 5 terabyte drive for like $100,
Nice.
which is crazy to me. And put not an entire terabyte of RPG PDFs, but almost on there,
Woohoo!
which
That's-
many of which are legitimate.
Shocking to no
And then I
one.
was like, oh, I've got almost a terabyte of stuff on my Dropbox, and it's a pain in the butt to manage. Why don't I just sync it to that? So I did that, and now I can like use my Dropbox for real.
I kind of some when I just had this computer built like last November, and I got two of the I forget what you call it, the super fast SSD drives with the kind of like mount on the motherboard that
Yeah.
S1 I think they are, whatever.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I got those. But I was like, well, might as well. I basically within a month of owning this computer, I expanded it twice because I was like, well, I can get an external SSD. I mean, not external, but an SSD to hook up inside as well. Oh, and I might as well get a spinning platter drive as well because some things work better off a spinning platter than an SSD. So before I knew it, I now have like 4 multiple terabyte drives. Oh, can't hear you anymore, Mark.
I think he's just doing ventriloquism. Or the opposite of ventriloquism, where you
Oh,
move
wait.
your mouth and
There we go.
Now you're back.
Okay. I think my
I'm Mark.
we'll just
Yeah,
dump
but-
him for the rest of the session.
He'll just move his mouth and we'll take turns.
what's
Just
the
GM ourselves.
Blame all our bad decisions on Mark.
Mark, why'd you make us do that?
the bioenergetic field knocked my speakers out? I'm too powerful. My orgone energy can't be contained.
So hoping my new webcam would be in for tonight, but it's not. It's coming in tomorrow, so that's
Oh.
annoying. 1 day late.
Pile of treasure.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
It's a game.
Let's go to page 69, dude.
I'm
Nice.
on page 87, which seems to be where the not playthrough starts.
Alright, it's been a long time looking up weapons.
Yeah, that was my priority.
I've been looking at Google image search. I haven't done
Yeah.
anything.
Oh, wait.
Oops.
There.
I forgot to request access.
Oh, I did request access. I don't know if I'm in yet.
saw
For the board.
Yeah.
the Miro
Oh, wait.
board.
The
I've
what?
got a little ding dong there. Hey, Mark Major, give access.
Wait, what are y'all accessing? What are we talking about?
Never
The
mind.
Miro
The-
board.
Miro.
I don't know what you're talking about. Why do I not? Where would I? How?
There was a
Uh,
link in the
Oh,
Facebook.
hey, look at that. Missed that message.
Give access to Peter.
Uh,
This is the first time I've used Miro on this computer. I think maybe at all.
guess I'll be
so-
getting started free
Adventure.
today.
It's giving me lots of helpful tips. I see a
Um,
P for
Okay.
Peter.
Make a spreadsheet.
It me.
Good password. Fuck you. That's an awesome password. How dare you?
Judge my password.
I spelled the A
Password.
with an A for password.
It's a
Super
special
awesome,
character in
super
it.
great hack.
Secure password. And I just get 2 green bars. Now password is a mini game. It's like I gotta get 3 bars for my password.
Click on your avatar to bring everyone to your screen. Bring to me.
All right.
Right.
All right. I'm gonna request
Um,
access. Yeah.
I requested.
You should have access now,
No.
and Heath should also have access.
Yeah. I love access.
Great.
Yeah, I feel okay about it.
Now do we just click on the same link again?
I think so. Yeah.
After you give us access? Is that
I
what
see a
it is?
Peter. I see a Nicole.
Hey.
Hey.
How do I set my
Hey.
avatar to something?
I don't know. Mine just happened automatically.
There's an
I logged
old
in-
picture of me.
I logged in with Google.
Oh, that's probably
Oh.
why. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I always
Okay.
create separate accounts for everything because for some reason I'm
Accounts,
convinced that's a
Mm.
better way to go for no particular reason other than I'm like, I don't want to have to be totally reliant on
My
Google or
photo.
Facebook for
Upload.
everything.
Yeah, when I had my Google account, I thought I had locked myself out of my Google account by changing the password to a strong password and then not
It's a
saving
bad-
it.
It's a bad day.
And then I was like, cool, let me log in. It's like, we don't believe that you're you. But no, really though.
Yeah, I just
that would be
managed.
tragic.
I have managed to kill my peter.rogers.consulting email
Mhm.
because it is set to forward to my main email.
Mhm.
And I haven't logged into that account for like a year. But it was like, okay, I remember my password for it. I will log in. It's like, you haven't logged in here for a year. We're going to use your phone number for verification.
Son of a bitch.
You're still have an Austin phone number, right?
Oh
Nope.
no.
So you never did find a way around that?
No.
That sucks.
Cool. So this is the Paris Gondo and the life-saving magic of inventorying.
Yay.
Short version is we are a bunch of adventurers who successfully defeated the boss of a dungeon, and now we are coming home with treasure. And we have to figure out who's going to have what treasure and what they all are, and how much we're going to take, and how much of the treasure sparks joy, and all that stuff. I read through the playthrough, so I have a pretty good idea how it goes. Looks like it's broken into a few different sections where we kind of like make our stuff and then trade stuff around, and then see if we get out of the dungeon and if we get home and if we live a satisfying life afterwards, because we have stuff to spark joy.
Move on to open a tavern.
Exactly.
And we get a Netflix special. Oh yeah, then the tavern.
I'm learning how to scroll in Zoom, so that's a plus.
Oh, I should have used the tutorial thing.
I'm writing a hex crawl that involves a mining town in the mountains in one point. I'm calling it Long Way for pour one out.
Oh, there's stuff written on these. I was way zoomed out.
Yeah. I skipped all the tutorials and then just started using my instincts and being like, control scroll wheel, excellent. Shift scroll wheel, okay, that's how I do that. All right, I got it.
Edit. Oh, I want to edit it.
So there's a little script that goes along with the game, so I'll start off with that and we'll just see what happens. I don't know. This is gonna be fun, this bit over here. Oh, I see fire coming from Nicole.
Fire!
Why
has she set the board on fire?
I don't know what's happening.
Hi.
I want to know how to do that.
I know, right? Immediately, that's the first instinct. Wait, how do I do that?
Go to the thing that looks like a megaphone.
Oh.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Oh, party.
Of course, nobody can see this on the stream. Yep. It's just for us.
We're all having a great time in our mural board.
We could share the screen and then they could get it. And then they would know our real names.
Let's see. So I assume it's Perry Gondo.
That makes more sense.
I've been reading Paris Gondo.
Paris Gondo and last name Magic Inventorian. Cool. So the game starts with a setup. And
like
there's some basic safety stuff that we have gone through before, but there's extra stuff that is also fun. Perry Gondo teaches us that individual, invigorating, and stimulating experiences are tributary to the well-being of the whole group. This well-being can be achieved through the virtue of safety. So as we can see here, there is an X card here.
As we can see where?
On the mirror board, there's a big card with an X. That is the X card. Usual worky stuff. If something somehow comes up during playing with inventory, X it out and we'll take it back and make it go, just like usual. This game never includes racism, homophobia, ableism, or sexism. Those do not spark joy. And indeed
they do in racists.
Do they?
Well,
fuck them.
Yeah. So if there's any specific content we want excluded, like harm to pets, is probably a good one. And all.
Oh yeah, I usually ask for
that. There's also
I'm good with no animal.
I will interrupt briefly to say that we are now getting our donuts delivered.
Nice. I just baked brownies and I'm smelling them, waiting for them to cool off. Also here below the X card is a small pile of rocks.
I want it.
There's the little sun there is a sparked joy card. If something happens in the game that is particularly enjoyable, you take one of the rocks and put it on the sparked joy card.
Oh, I love it.
Which I love, so I'm going to put one on for that.
I do love the Spark Joy card.
Such
I like
content should be celebrated, amplified, and repeated.
The fire reaction sparked joy for me.
I say take a rock and put it there. Just practice.
Eyeball.
Okay, that was a practice rock. Got it.
Practice rock. Let's see. Play works best if players agree on spirit. Through multi-dimensional experience, Perry Gondo found that the play-based Gomperi method is more efficient when tone is agreed upon. So the game varies from very silly to
extremely serious.
It's deadly serious.
Very serious about arranging my inventory.
I'm guessing it's probably not going to be that serious.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted.
Somewhere in the middle is probably great.
I don't play games. I play games only one way.
I'll never forget when Peter killed my brother arranging his inventory.
So no, I'm not gonna drop my grudge.
Last time Orthok made me throw something away, my mother passed.
My grudge sparks joy. I'm keeping it forever. Let's see. The Gomperi method is only as good as the engagement of the players with its 6 steps. Describe and roleplay the actions of your adventure to achieve the most invigorating and satisfying experience. Focus on the loot your adventurer possesses when describing the adventure and the feats they perform. In other words, the game works best if you set the tone and choose a setting with the aim of entertaining yourself and all the other players. This is also a GM-less game, so I will be participating as an equal.
We get it, Mark. We don't want to GM us anymore.
All right, when you roll a 3, then you're the GM.
Oh, Mark keeps making games where he doesn't have to GM anymore.
Now he's like, stop asking me questions. I'm not the damn GM.
You got the books. Cool. There's a fulfillment ritual they want to begin with. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Picture an object that sparks joy in you. Maybe this object sparks joy in you thanks to a person you associate with it. Maybe it's because of the circumstances in which you acquired it. Try to picture what it looks like. I can't do that. Remember how it feels to your touch. I can do that. And how much it weighs. Concentrate on this joy and on the reasons why this object sparks that joy in you. And that is the beginning of the game.
I win. Got so much joy.
I didn't picture anything.
This is true. Heath would beat us all.
That's true. That's definitely true.
We're immediately destroyed by his actual enthusiasm,
my joy ray,
sincerity, and love of things.
These donuts spark joy.
That's
look at those.
Pretty damn amazing.
There's
So
some
jealous.
treasure.
Little warm homemade donuts.
Oh, a crunch. I heard that crunch.
I heard it. It was a
Oh, that was
good
nice.
Spark joy. I'm gonna put a rock.
Yeah. Donut rock.
What happens if we run out of rocks, Mark? Can we get more rocks?
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
there's no more joy.
No more
We're
joy.
miserable for
No more joy.
Joy is a finite quantity. We need to,
Finally, I
strong.
can play the game the way it was meant to.
I just don't want to
we
run
need to
out
keep
of
it
rocks.
inside as long as possible.
And you run out of rocks, then you start taking a rock every time
Gotta
something bums you out.
Save your joy for the end. Gotta
Ooh,
strategize.
too much. Cool. Step 1 of 6, the dungeon. Perry Gondo has much to say about the belongings we cherish. They might be unique thanks to their provenance. Yes, it's the circumstances of their acquisition and their use that truly binds us to them emotionally. So we, the place and circumstances in which we discover our loot is important. We discovered our loot in a dungeon. In this step, we discuss and create the dungeon. And basically, we just say what kind of dungeon it was. And if we want to, there's a little generator table. And I think it might actually be on the board here.
Yeah, let's do.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah. Heath, you want to roll 3d6 for us?
Are we using do we have a dice room set up? Or-
Oh, yeah.
No. Or I can
Aw.
grab actual dice if you want.
We'll just use fire.
I mean, I got my app. I just didn't know.
Oh, I got the link for the room we had last time.
Yeah, that's cool. Let's use that.
What? That's for a totally different game.
I know
I'm
those
sorry.
dice don't work here.
Those ones don't work.
What's the reality dice in this one?
I'll have to change my name.
How do we know
3d6.
that this isn't the same reality of the Empire Never Ended game?
I am assuming all of our games have been in the same universe.
In the like pandemic gaming group cinematic universe.
Did you say 3d6, Mark?
Yeah, 3d6. There's a description, a place, and a boss on the table. And if we like them, we'll use it. If not, we won't.
Here they
You're
come.
gonna love it.
How about a 4, 4, and a 1?
Right.
This is a post-apocalyptic city, and the boss is a genius.
Yes.
Well,
Do we like that?
I mean, it works for me.
All right.
There's also a Karen as a boss, and there's a theme park. I'm for it.
let's see.
But that theme park seemed cool.
What does the
Next
post-apocalyptic
time.
city look like?
This,
I'd kind of like it to be inundated or flooded, rather.
Awesome. Yeah.
yeah. So like Kim
Look
Stanley
at that.
Robinson City,
Yeah. What?
where
what
like
led us-
we still live in like the upper stories of the skyscrapers, but we
Oh,
can't
and we
live
have
in
to
the
go
bottom ones.
down and
Then
love
just
it.
hop
Yeah.
hop into a boat.
I don't know why. I just like when you asked that question, my mind said for some reason the bat population has thrived,
Mhm.
and there's a lot of bats.
So
But
now
there's so
Yeah.
many
Everywhere.
thoroughly
bugs
an
from the
apocalypse.
stagnant water.
Bats love water, or they like things that bugs like lay their eggs in water.
Yep.
That's how nature
Uh,
works.
What circumstances led to the adventurers exploring the submerged post-apocalyptic city?
Because money means nothing anymore. So you have to people now just like barter in strange.
Brought up
you
a
gotta-
handful of dirt.
Yeah, I mean but the problem is there's not a universal worth. It's on an individual basis. Like
Yeah.
what kind of things would Mark want me to trade him for food? And that'd be totally different than the things Nicole would want me to trade her for food. So there's no universal worth. So you just if you collect as many different kinds of stuff as possible, hopefully you'll have something that a person will value.
Cool. So we're just collecting to have a varied
Just
barter
odds and
system.
ends that
Odds and
might
ends.
tickle someone's fancy.
Excellent.
We might
Uh,
need one day.
What's that like? I don't know what that's like.
I'm just sometimes you do art from your life.
Yeah. What hazards and dangers does the dungeon contain? Clear. Oh, there's a Cowboy Bebop episode where they have to like go find a VCR in like a submerged department store. That's great. And it's like they have to like go down elevator shafts downstairs and everything's broken like to get this specific kind of VCR to play this old tape. I think something like that, like just like the environment is like so broken and busted, like none of the actual affordances afford anything anymore, and there's a lot of
Well, I was gonna say like
wonderland.
everything that used to be so mundane is now like we're all like in scuba gear, old timey like bathysphere.
Yeah, the
Nice.
bell.
Yeah,
helmets.
and trying to negotiate our
Bathysphere.
way through like what was just a normal like a department store or something
Mm,
is
I'm
or
not-
like an apartment building is now fraught with danger.
I'm gonna throw a rock on the joy sparking because I like bathysphere old timey scuba things.
Yeah,
I
I
love
just
those
played
the
that.
big just the big round helmets with the grill on the front.
Yeah.
I just played the 80
Big
days,
grill.
so I'm like in Victorian steampunk time.
Awesome.
Got the little,
Cool.
Someone's like holding the hose above the water.
Right?
Yeah.
Pumping.
And like hoping that a giant anglerfish doesn't come by and bite
Yeah, I'm
through.
wondering if like aquatic nature is also maybe a problem. Because
Yeah.
It's been
Yeah.
left to kind of.
I like the giant anglerfish. That's even if they are babies.
Specifically giant
Yeah.
anglerfishes.
Hey, look, money.
Ah!
I particularly like the breed that has black lights.
They have so many. They have so many. who or what inhabited the dungeon. I think we did that. Why do these beings live there? Maybe there was like some, like also some like a food court or some food source that molded or festered or encouraged other stuff there.
Or maybe there's
Like a little
some sort
breeding
of
ground.
maybe we're like far enough in the future that there were some food manufacturing devices or generating
And they
devices
just kept
that
going.
just keep running forever, you know.
I love it.
There will come soft rain style.
Just Sabaro boxes.
That just attracted everything. Awesome.
Yeah.
What kind of boss led these creatures? Some kind of genius, I think we're going with, unless we want to pick a
Oh
different
yeah.
one.
So that would have to be an octopus in my mind.
Yeah.
Yes.
Only lives a year.
But
Oh,
not this
no.
octopus. That's why it's
No.
a genius.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
this one.
This is what happens
octopus
when you
lives
let
longer
octopi
than
live.
This
yeah.
one transfers its consciousness into
If they
Or
live
it's like
longer
a-
than a year, they get scary smart.
Yeah. This was just Darwin
this one just
nerfing
chose
them.
not to have children, and then it
The
didn't
only
die.
thing that was keeping the octopuses from leading this entire time was their short lifespan.
Mhm. There's a book of short stories by someone Simak called City, and it's science fiction and like dogs get uplifted and all sorts of stuff. But one of the things that sort of goes throughout a bunch of the stories is someone like put the like enclosed some ants so they wouldn't die over the winter or something. Basically, they like kept ants like that, so they got super intelligent, started like figuring out how to build concrete and like make airplanes and stuff. And I think at the end of the book, like they were the only things left on the planet. Really great stories. City. Why or how did the adventurers come into a disagreement with this boss?
Hmm.
Ooh.
Oh, I wonder if this genius octopus is like a mafia boss.
Yeah.
That controls because he has all of this food source. It's a
I run Sparrow Town.
You run Sabaro Town,
Sparrow.
exactly. So like it's really dangerous, but that is where most of the food for this area comes from.
Did we have a name for the octopus?
No, I was wondering about that.
Schmoctopus, the octopus.
Big squishy.
Big squishy. I
Mr.
like big-
Squishy.
Oh no.
I like it.
Mr. Squishy doesn't like it when you cross him.
Oh god.
Yeah, something scary.
All of us standing around looking kind of embarrassed in giant suits.
I don't know. I
Um,
did like a big squishy. Then I think he probably has like his nephew assistant, little squish.
Little squish.
My father was big squishy.
Please, my father is Mr. Squishy.
Don't look at
Please,
little
my
squish.
God.
Look at me when you're talking to him.
Yeah, look at him.
Little
Any other
squish has no
details
power
you want to
here.
add?
Oh man. I was like, so we came in to look for like a
Stuff.
variety of stuff. Okay.
Yeah, because he's got this food. He trades it for stuff and has a lot of stuff too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we knew that was where to go. Okay, sounds good.
We can obviously throw more stuff on later if we want to.
Hmm.
Cool. That is the dungeon then. Submerged department store run by a mob boss octopus. Fantastic.
Oh, that
Yes.
A
Yeah.
mobtopus.
The old D&D trope of a submerged department store with a
again.
super intelligent octopus.
It's
mob
classic
boss.
for a reason.
I know, it's a trope for a reason.
Tropes are tropes because
Archetypes are there because they speak to some kind of universal human narrative.
I just love it. Like you get
As
down
long-
past one level of the bog standard dungeon, and then suddenly you're in
As
this
long as
submerged
he
department
as
store.
long as he doesn't have parental issues of some kind. That's like a trope I could just never see again.
Oh,
I'd be
okay.
fine with that. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, the problem dates back to because his father didn't love him. And I'm like, no,
Mm.
that's no. I mean, I get that it's
Yeah.
again.
Sounds like someone
True.
whose parents loved them.
This is kind of what
Heath, you would understand if you had a rougher childhood.
yeah, it's almost like your entire screenwriting like class of people are all the children of incredibly rich and distant parents.
Ooh, yeah.
Well,
Just throwing that suggestion out there.
that seems really
Although I'm
specific.
sure there are very lovely screenwriters out there and stuff, but
Cool. Dungeon done. Step 2, the party.
Oh, let me get my confetti back out.
Yeah, right.
oh shit.
Party.
Confetti,
Time for
party,
some-
party, party,
let's
party,
see.
party, party.
Confetti.
Confetti is very satisfying.
And now burn it all.
Yeah, burn it down. Oh,
Well, you know, confetti is very combustible, so it kind of makes sense.
Oh no!
we're just gonna tell little mini silent stories with reactions from now on. We refuse to play this game.
just these 6 reactions. Many things differentiate adventurers. Of course, each
Oh.
hero has a different name, appearance, demeanor, and background. However, Perry Gondo teaches that among the aspects that make each adventure unique, we should not overlook the belongings that they are attached to. So we are going to create our adventurers now. To do so, we pick one of these 6 classes, which are Barbarian, Bard, Cleric, Fighter, Rublard, and
Is
Wizard.
that a rogue?
I don't know what
I
it
looked it
is.
up and it means wily.
I guess that's a
Trickster?
thief.
I think it's a rogue.
It would make sense.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna
There it
roll a
is.
die.
Where
and
are
see
we
what I
looking
am.
at that?
I'm
in the
on
rule book it says it.
page,
Oh, okay.
page
I was looking at the page.
But it says
in front of
rogue
me.
here.
90.
Yeah.
Page 90.
It's possibly
like the
that is
way
just-
Nicole thinks.
A French word that was
All
the
right.
author of this game is French.
Whatever
and
number
this
1
is
is.
English translation of it. So
I'm a number
right.
4.
I'm a barbarian.
I'm a
Yeah.
fighter.
I'm
we're
gonna
kind of the same, and yet we're different.
take our Rublard.
I forgot you got to play.
Mark.
Mark, what are you doing? You gotta.
Somebody, so what's taken or what is available now?
I think Barbarian.
I
Fighter.
have
Cleric.
taken barbarian, but I am happy to give it up.
Wizard, Bard, and Cleric, are those the available ones?
Correct.
Wizard, Bard, and Fighter.
Wizard,
No,
Bard,
I'm
and
fighter.
Fighter.
Oh, you're
okay.
Fighter. Yeah,
Wizard, Bard, and Cleric. Okay,
Wizard, bard, and cleric.
I'll take the Cleric.
So put your name on a little sticky note.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh.
Hold on, I got to
Peter.
rearrange my tabs here. Figure out what's
Peter.
Peter.
going on. Oh, okay. I see what's happening here. All right.
Oh, oops. I didn't see the stuff below him. It's not me. Oh, no.
Oh,
Yes.
Nicole is
I'm
destroying
sorry.
the
I
board
missed
again.
destroying the board again. It's just like
Fire.
pandemic.
Fire reaction, fire.
It's just like pandemic.
Why do I only have
I gotta
one
be over
font
here.
option?
Peter
Two
always
font
has cool
options.
fonts.
Oh, that's an ASCII font thing. Like use auto hotkey.
Cut and pasted somewhere.
Oh,
Hmm?
okay.
Cut and pasted it from somewhere, or
I have auto hotkeys set up so that
oh,
it's
nice.
a list of all of the special characters in a variety of fonts, so I can select text, bring up an interface, select the font I want, and it'll do the substitutions.
That's
Nice.
fancy.
And bragging about that to the only audience that will.
You have found your audience that will appreciate it.
I appreciate.
I don't need fonts. I have
Like, that's pretty
repetition.
cool.
We can make it different colors.
I use
Sweet.
like a text substitution thing as well that I only just started using, but I have not set it up for that.
Ooh, I did find this font.
Ooh.
There's 2 styles.
Yeah,
If you click on the, I can make a little.
Oh no! What
star?
did I do? What the hell
This
just
game is
happened?
going to take a really long time, Mark, because we're just playing with the Miro board.
Okay, I just
There's
like
a whole bunch.
I hit
of
something and
fonts.
zoomed all the way the hell out. That wasn't good.
This one's called Bangers.
Oh, there we are.
Wait, where are you finding more fonts? I only have.
You click
It's-
on
it's
the
right above
sticky.
your- Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I only showed 2 fonts available to me. That one and that one.
It
Yeah, I just see
did,
the
and
2
then
as
I
well.
changed the shape, and then I have more available to me.
Wait, you
Ugly.
changed your
Well-
sticky shape and that?
Those colors.
That's
I'm going to
crazy.
be a little while.
I still only have 2 fonts, so I'll just have to make do. It'll be fine.
Yeah, same.
I mean,
Oh well.
Nicole's special. She
Yeah.
got all the fonts.
Barbarians are very advanced when it comes to Miro boards. We have gone virtual long before your people have. Ooh, what's this one do?
Welcome
Oops.
to Barbarian Chat.
Welcome to
Age, sex, weapon.
Oh man, everybody's getting fancy.
Ooh,
So-
opacity.
I'm so basic over here.
Now we're
Jeez.
talking. Thickness. Oh,
Oh, you fancy people.
look at that opacity.
I'm gonna move the ones that we're not using. Oh, and conveniently, they're both of these.
What is that?
These are very pretty.
Consign them to the flames.
Yes, burn them. Poke holes in them with our thumbs.
What does that one do? Oh, that's not. I don't like that. That one
Keith.
do.
There are links to purchase the game, join the newsletter.
Oh man, Miro
Right.
keeps wanting to tutorial me. I'm like, you go away, Miro.
It's like, seems like you
Playing
don't
a
know what
game
you're
over
doing.
here.
We got it. We got it.
Okay, what do I have in my bag?
Oh,
I have-
okay.
I have a
now I see what you
close-fitting
mean.
loincloth,
Now I've
outlandish
discovered the
orange
secret.
helmet, moldy rations, notched great axe, souvenir skull mug, and a wine gourd stolen from the bard, which we don't have. So our bard is maybe dead.
Yep, dead bard.
Wait, where are you seeing this stuff? What are you seeing?
On page
So there-
90, we have stuff.
Oh,
Uh,
of the Manuel.
Yeah, the
Gotcha.
Manuel. We have an adventurer card deck underneath our little buddies here. Starting stuff, is that right?
Getting blurry.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So there's the adventurer card for the class, which is the green card. And that's where we put our name and all the other stuff. Describe the objects that make up your starting inventory as well. So each of us has in the upper left there a maximum encumbrance. That's how much stuff we can carry safely or easily.
Got it.
Name your buddy, name your adventurer.
Go find a name generator.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
Generator.
Ah, there we are. Snarfer.
Bandit.
Wow, you are a rogue named Bandit. Very sneaky.
Nope, I'm not. It's the bandit name generator, and my name
Oh.
is Stephen Three Toes.
Stephen Three Toes.
Why am I not? Can somebody send me a link to a name generator? I am not having any luck finding one.
Mm,
A cleric name generator. Oh wait, I like Skiff. That's what I'll be.
Character name.
Cleric.
human names.
Human name
Skiff.
generator. Skiff.
Skiff.
Yeah. There we are. I found a cleric one.
Feel like it's
We put it in the
glottal.
At the
Listen.
story
Skiff.
shack.
Skiff. Okay.
Donald Geltum. Great card name.
My parents were fans of onomatopoeias.
Rang.
Krang. Oh, that's good fighter name. Stephen Three Toes. Father Lex Doubly. Kerrang and Skiff.
Look at stuff.
What's going on? Is it? Oh wait. Oh wait, what? There's the things under my things. There's supposed to
Oh
be.
yeah,
things under my
that's all
things?
your starting stuff. Starting inventory. I'm gonna take my stuff and spread it out over here a little bit, just so we have a little bit more room.
Oh, I have all of
Whoa, that's a lot of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
What?
Got
Oh, there's a lot of
stuff.
board still. Okay.
yeah. There's so much board.
I'm just gonna go in the corner.
Everybody just pick an area, make it your
Everyone-
own.
it.
Stay.
Never mind me.
Just gonna go away.
How do I
Here.
select multiple items?
Oops.
Oh, never mind. It's what you think it would be.
Yeah, I was
Um,
able to like lasso it.
Yeah, I did it. I have to
grabbed
do
them
it.
all.
Whoa, what is that? So I have multiple looted items as well.
I'm not sure
Oh,
what the
no.
looted items are yet. So basically, according to the playthrough, it seems like a good thing to do is like pick 2 of your starting items and like add a description. Some of them have affiliated classes. Ooh, that's interesting. So just change the description to suit what you fit. Pick the 2 that like you feel like maybe you have the most attachment to.
Souvenir skull mug.
Clearly.
Sparks Joy. I want to keep it.
Okay, let's see.
So what are you saying? I'm sorry. Pick 2 of these yellow
just like-
items.
Pick 2 of the yellow ones, and you can add description to them.
Here we go.
Yeah.
So this is on page 90 or page
I'm looking
98
at-
of the document.
Yeah, 98, 9900-ish. It doesn't say to pick 2 here, but in the playthrough, that's what they do. Just like pick
Okay.
2 that you feel like are the most you.
And just put a description in there. you
Yeah.
said? Okay.
Consecrated investments, ceremonial breastplate.
Reliable hand crossbow.
Oh, I see.
Close
I'm
fitting
picking-
loincloth.
The 2 that I, so that, okay. So the items on page 98 are also showing up in the starting inventory names. Cool, and I will add descriptions to them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can fill out as many of these as you feel that you like.
Wait, what?
The starting inventory, just like fill out as many descriptions as you like. There's no hard limitation here. It's just so we're not just sitting here for 15 minutes in silence writing.
Oh, I'm having a
Very
grand
long.
time. I don't
I
understand.
thought you said pick 2.
Yeah, pick 2 that like are your favorite, but that's just a
Oh, okay.
general like
Oh, got you.
yeah.
It's not strictly a limit. Like
Ah,
you've done 2, you can't do any more.
Discovered I'm writing a recently submitted my first peer-reviewed article, but I discovered, thank you, based on, after speaking at Bragan, my feedback I got from my professors was some of the things I had spelled in the European spelling. And I'm not really sure why I started doing that. I think because I teach Python in Europe so much.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was like, oh, I guess I put extra U's in everything.
You've become European by osmosis.
It's pretty much
Canadian.
European. I'm very or Canadian. Yeah, it's very classy. But now I like second guess words.
Oh. We are using so much board. Do I need to do
picked
the
3 items because I wanted to. Because they sparked joy. And I take it the white cards will come into play later on.
I imagine, yes.
and we're just writing descriptions?
Yeah.
This is
didn't
the game.
pick
This is the
anything.
game, right? I
This
like
is the whole game, yeah.
I did not pick anything affiliated with cleric. Just 2 items that seemed fun.
Do, 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 do. I'm gonna look at other people's.
Hi, Heath. I can see Heath over my shoulder.
Hi. What are you looking at? What's going on over here? What are you looking at?
I like looking at other people's loot.
I filled out all of mine, but they're not super long.
You
So.
son of a bitch.
Got
Unlike
two
my
more
rogue.
to fill out.
Trying to decide which two are the most me.
Close fitting loincloth. All right. That just means a Speedo, right?
Yeah, furry speedo.
Furry Speedo. Got it.
And we just need a suggestion of anything at all.
Just one word. Dildo. Thank you.
Furry dildo.
What did everybody else make?
I think I'm gonna take these two. Oh no, what did I do? Something terrible. These are all great.
Can't wait to read it. I'll read the other ones before I do my notched great axe.
They're
Oh, cool. You
rotten.
described all of them.
Yeah.
I almost got them all.
No, I'm gonna finish my last one now.
I have my favorite dagger, which is shiny but not too shiny, and my second favorite dagger, which is way too shiny.
A rogue has to have a code.
Yeah. A very sensitive
Honestly,
eyes.
acquired money pouch?
Yeah, it was just sitting there. I was keeping it safe for someone.
Finders keepers.
Yeah. I'm so used to like writing descriptions like for modules or lists or whatever. It's hard to not fall into that. Just like, yeah. These are all blind. Great, good.
Roger the broadsword. Oh, he just hasn't chosen to speak yet. Oh, Roger.
Roger will
that's
speak
great.
someday.
When it is Roger's
would-
time.
Should we share out about our objects?
Yeah, so each player takes a turn to introduce their adventurer, sharing details as you wish, but being generous with elements others might be able to observe about them, and include at least a couple objects from your starting card. And when you describe your person, the rest of us can ask questions if we feel like it. Was that Nicole volunteering to go first?
Oh, sure. I was just seeing if Skeff needed a last name, but I'll think about that more. I'm Skeff. I'm a barbarian. And I've described most of my items except for my great axe. I have an outlandish horned helmet. It's made from the horns of a mighty and extinct aurochs, rumored to lower, like a big ancient cow, rumored to lower inhibition. So if I put it on, I am convinced that it like makes me a little bit drunk. Whether it does or not.
Lowers your inhibitions, not
Yes, my inhibitions.
the inhibitions
I have
of everyone around.
everyone around me.
Hello.
I have a souvenir skull bug from a long forgotten theme park passed down in my family for generations. I'm assuming
Not
it's
an
like
actual
a
skull.
it's like a Pirates of the Caribbean, like icy
Amazing.
sippy cup, I think. I have moldy rations. They're found in some ancient vending machine, some kind of cheese and cracker sandwiches that are now mostly mold. I have a close-fitting loincloth. It used to be longer, but I've had to sell off some of the furs during harder times. Now it's more of a suggestion than clothing at all.
Mhm.
And a wine gourd, which was stolen from the bard. It was stolen. I used to steal it every night as a joke from our bard, Yarloth,
You're
because he was really annoying.
Poor Yarloth.
And now I
So much love.
have this thing as a sentimental reminder of who we lost because I had it when he died.
Who knew a bard could have so much blood in him?
So much blood. He was very annoying. And I have a great axe, but I don't have it described yet. That's me.
So
where does Sigeth come from?
Oh, he comes from
a land down under.
So I'm imagining in our. So do we also live in this like skyscraper hellscape?
Maybe.
You
You
can
have to.
decide.
I just
Yeah.
imagine.
Do you
he
live
lives-
here or are you visiting?
He lives in the what's known as the Coyotes Mall, which is like a canyony. It's made of old buildings, but by now it looks kind of like a canyon, and it's really close to the water. So the closer you are to the water, the less well off your family is.
So like a bunch of buildings that kind of like collapse together.
Yeah,
to
they
form like
collapse together, and there's this kind of like
Amazing.
sketchy alley that I grew up in. And, we call it
Awesome.
the Coyotes Mall. It's full of gangsters and all sorts of things. That's me.
Did you say like is this all Sigeth wear is the barely loincloth?
Yeah.
So
It's
Sigeth is practically nude, but just not
pretty
quite.
much nude.
Skin diver. Yeah.
Pretty much nude. Do you need any other information about this person?
Just if anyone wants to ask questions to flesh them out, or if you have more
Oh.
stuff you want to.
Well,
I
weird.
figure we'll figure it out along the way.
Mark's
Yeah.
video is delayed several seconds for me again.
Oh no.
Oh, now you're back.
Two.
Weird.
Nicole, would you like the popcorn to someone else?
No, someone can just go. I refuse.
I'll go.
I'm done with Zoom.
Bloop.
I'm Stephen Three Toes. I'm the rogue.
You're not a rogue. You're a rubber blard.
You're a
Rhubarb. Rhubarb.
Rhubarb.
I have a sweet. So everyone in the Thieves Guild gets a sweet hand crossbow, and I've modified mine to be like as flip out arms and it auto reloads and has like a little sight. That's really cool, and it makes Steven feel very, very cool, even if he's not actually super cool. I guess he likes to tinker. And also a honestly acquired money pouch that was just like sitting on the bar by itself, and I like kept it safe so no one else would take it, and no one came for it, so I guess it's mine. My favorite dagger, which is shiny but not too shiny. My second favorite dagger, which is way too shiny. Stained leather armor. All I put was, "Is that your blood?" Some of it.
Some of it.
Excessively long rope. No matter how much rope there is, you always seem to need a little bit more. That's why it's that long. And I think Steven's diving outfit is probably that the stains are probably also water damage. I imagine we go diving for treasure on the regular, so there's part of that, and maybe there's a like a flip up like air bladder thing, like a reverse Fremen kind of. Instead of getting water, it sort of recycles your air somehow.
Oh yeah,
it's magic.
I think you're just breathing carbon dioxide
and farts.
I like to imagine everybody responding to the description of the favorite dagger is like, yeah, but how can a dagger really be too shiny? And then taking a look at it, go, oh no, that's upsetting.
Way too shiny.
You need to dull that thing down.
How do you
I tried.
even?
It's magic. It glows in the presence of assholes. It won't stop glowing. I don't understand.
How am I always around that?
Why are there always assholes around me? Oh, that's so way too real.
So weird. So weird.
Anyway, other questions for Stephen Three Toes?
Is it possible the dagger is an asshole?
What's the best thing that Stephen Three Toes has said no to, and the best thing that Stephen Three Toes has said yes to?
So the best thing in that it's good that I said no to it, or I passed up a good thing.
Either way, interpret it as you will.
I think
I think I intended it as the good idea, but it will suffice.
the best thing. Stephen was actually offered a position of leadership in the Thieves Guild, and turned it down because he wanted to keep on diving for stuff on his own time and not have to spend time managing little sneaky buddies, sending out assassins when people get online.
That sounds like serious cat herding.
Yeah,
Are they called sneaky buddies? Because I
Yeah, it's
really
a
want
sneaky
that
buddy
to be-
guild. Yeah,
Oh, the sneaky buddies.
Yeah, it's
and the
not
best
actually called the
thing-
Thieves Guild. It's called the Sneaky Buddies.
sneaky buddies. And the second part was, what's the best thing that I didn't turn down?
Yeah, that you said yes to.
I think spending part of his previous treasure investing in a tavern with one of his friends. Oh, he invested in a tavern with the bard, and so now he is full owner of
Owner of the
Oh,
bard.
Yarloth.
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 I feel like Kerrang has probably had some experience with Stephen Three Toes in the past. Like I think they've worked together before.
Oh yeah.
Is Stephen known to be trustworthy among his colleagues, or is he
Oh,
just
yeah.
kind of a sneaky, wily, untrustworthy guy to
No, he's
everybody?
super trustworthy.
Uh-huh. Sneaky buddy.
He sees himself as trustworthy.
Right. Gotcha.
He doesn't
Why are there always
need-
assholes around me?
Yeah.
I'm trying to work out what sort of animal the sneaky buddy is. Like, is that a ringtail or raccoon?
Like a turtle.
Turtle?
They're too sneaky. You'll never find out. You only see shadows. Like, was that an ocelot? I can't tell.
It's one of those sneaky buddies.
Yeah, sneaky buddy.
Cool. Any other questions for Stephen? If not, who's next?
I can go. The cleric Maester Lex Doubly. I have given him 3 items. He has consecrated vestments. Description is drab colors, heavy fabric, multiple layers. Consecrated as they are the vestments of the Lord and Maester of the Lost Monastery of St. Prudians. It makes Lex look even more imposing. There's a ceremonial chest plate, which I have described as a shield, okay, with elaborate Celtic-like designs encrusted in the surface, more a piece of art than a working piece of armor. You'd see lots of shiny decorative bits and bright colors if you cleaned it up nicely. And then lastly, there's a healing kit. Lo, these devices of healing are easy to use, simple to maintain, and ideal for the novitiate cleric. Not 1000% effective, but a good choice for the cleric easily confused by magical technology.
Nice.
Yeah, so I see him as sort of ill-suited towards the adventure he's just been on.
Where did he get the ceremonial chest plate?
I feel like the chest plate, I feel like a lot of the stuff here is like he has just started going on adventures and has lucked out in finding like lost treasures of the clerical order.
Here, have
Or,
this.
like he's adventuring with people like higher level than him, and they're like, "Here,
Yeah.
take this garbage." You're like,
I
"Oh
don't
my
know,
god,
take
this is
this."
amazing!"
There are legends about this.
Yeah, I don't need it, so here, take it.
Yes,
I've already got
another
5.
shield. This is made of like gold and porcelain. I can't use this queer ass for anything. Yeah, so I imagine him having a very like living a long life as just a functionary in wherever in the land wherever most of the monasteries are, and has just come into the like more post-apocalyptic world and somehow gone on adventures. I just
Yeah,
see him
maybe
as
there's,
just
like-
having stumbled into it.
Maybe there's still some like higher land.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Maybe, like,
Only the rich people live there.
Mhm. And the church is the richest people of
the
all.
Yep.
church.
The church is the richest always.
Our church government.
The churcherment, church,
Is he
churcherment.
Is he like what's his kind of general demeanor? Is he sort of like, is he a little uptight, a little naive?
Oh, I'd say
None of
both
those things.
I would
Both
say
those
both of those things very
Tight and
strongly. Like, and I think he's like naive. He doesn't really know what he's doing, and he covers for it by leaning into the sort of bluster and
Mm.
like fake
Ugh.
authority
things.
of the people in his order.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah. Okay. No, sorry. Just figuring things out about Skep too.
Anything else? Questions?
Yeah, nothing else comes to my mind.
Questions, concerns,
Cool.
comments?
What about Kerrang?
Kerrang.
Kerrang!
Yeah, Kerrang comes from a tribe of people who don't see any reason for more than one name. It's like what you can make every name unique. You don't need 2 or 3 or
There's
more.
not that many people.
Stupid.
We don't know our families, so we often don't have.
Kerrang came into fighting just strictly because not because like it's in his demeanor, his personality. He just has a weirdly natural talent for it, so it's effortless. So when fighting was needed or defense, whatever, it just like he was just like it just happened, and he defended villages and slayed ogres and without even trying. But he's not like a crazy aggressive meathead or anything. So it's a bit at odds with his fighter. He's not your typical fighter that you would expect. He's got many great items, including, but his favorite by far was his trusty broadsword named Roger the Broadsword. And Kerrang is convinced that Roger is an intelligent broadsword that can like speak, but just has not yet chosen to speak. Roger's still kind of taking things in. He's a little shy, and
Needs to be coaxed out.
yeah,
Yeah.
he'll speak. The wise sword speaks when the time is right.
They're never gonna get rid of any of our stuff. We love it too much.
He does also have his lucky Under Armour garments that are a
Mhm.
magical rare combo of comfort and also durable protective.
And style.
They are woven by the shadow aquacnids, basically underwater dark spiders.
Nice.
That's cool.
And then, even though he's a fighter, he does have an unreliable bow and last arrow,
Yeah. gotta
strictly
have
because sometimes you need to twang instead of Kerrang.
one. Amazing. Did you have 5 starting items or 6?
I have 5 cards. Yeah,
Okay.
I
cool.
think
I think.
that's all I had.
Oh yeah. You have 5. I have 6. and
I have
she has
6.
Okay. Great.
Was it-
Different numbers. Different
Okay,
classes.
cool. Yeah,
Cool.
so-
Yeah, I had 5
I
cards.
stole
just
one.
put in 3 descriptions.
That's my job.
To be fair, I
Um,
stole one from the bard.
Rublard.
What's the like
Should
coolest
we-
fight Kerrang has gotten into?
The coolest fight was one when the village was being attacked by these shadow wraiths, and it was a problem because most of the guards. The problem with shadow wraiths is like obviously you can't see them coming. They just like poof, and then they're there and they stab you, and that's where Kerrang. It's. I mean, I guess some would call it a magical ability, but to him, it's just like I don't know. He just knows. He's just like he swings a sword. Oh, I stabbed it. Oh yeah, I stabbed that guy too. I just know. I feel like I need to swing sword over here, and so he just single-handedly rescued his village from the shadow wraiths by intuition.
Reminding me
himself.
of Chow Yun Fat and Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, where the sword is just always in the right place.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like I don't know how I do it. I just shadow wraith dead.
If there wasn't so much of a need for fighters in this land we live in, what would Kerrang want to do as an occupation?
Honestly, he's kind of like a real flight of fancy, happy-go-lucky kind of guy. So he doesn't like really have any ambitions. And he's fine with that. He's not. It's not that he's like lazy or stupid or anything. He's just like he likes riding his shield down grassy hills. you know, and he finds joy in the simple moments of life. And he's like, well, that's good enough for me. I mean, some people need to like, oh, I need to be the greatest wizard. It's like, given my druthers, I'll wake up, have a good meal, ride my shield down the hill a few times, maybe hang out with some buds, some sneaky buddies.
Sneaky
Sneaky
buddies.
buddies. Say that the party hits a tavern and then there's a group of other fighters at the tavern. How does Kerrang, like, what is an interaction between Kerrang and other groups of fighters usually go, fellow fighters usually go?
He's like, I mean, he's one of those guys, pretty easygoing, generally gets along with everybody. You know, behind closed doors, like with the party, for being honest here, you know, he finds fighters generally a bit annoying.
Oh
Because
no.
they're really like loud and they're like beers and blah, and arm wrestle, blah, and he's like, oh, come, yeah, okay, fine. And they're just a bit blustery, and he's like, I'm gonna go hang out with the sneaky buddies.
Sneaky buddies.
They tend to be quieter and more subtle. Don't hurt the ears as much.
And your name is Kerrang.
Kerrang.
It's the sound the sword makes. What can you do?
Yeah.
You know?
That's true.
Cool. So once we've introduced our adventurers, talk about why we work together, what brought us together, where and how did we meet, what do we think of each other, how did we survive the dungeon to reach and destroy the boss, and how was the removal accomplished? And if our items take part in any of that, double awesome. I think maybe the tavern I owned with the bard, the millstone. Maybe there's like a not like a job board, but like maybe like, oh, like people are looking, since there's no cash, it's kind of like a bartering post as well.
Yeah.
So people are like, I need like an old pair of sneakers for 2 candy bars or whatever. And maybe we're kind of like, there's someone like was like, we really want this big thing from Mr. Squishy.
Yeah.
Boss Squishy.
Boss Squishy.
Big squish.
Yeah, I imagine Skep was like a bouncer of sorts, or like a hitman or a bouncer for like underworld gangs, and kind of reluctantly so, but was hanging out in the millstone with all of you, and was like, saw this as like just my ticket out of there.
Nice.
Get out of that life. The mall.
I feel like basically Kerrang is only sought out because of his legendary fighter skills. Like, he doesn't really seek anything else out. He just goes about his life till somebody else finds him. It's like, hey, we need Kerrang, man, we're gonna go on a thing. You want to come? He's like, yeah, all right, cool.
We gotta have Kerrang for this one.
And I feel like Lex ended up going on like several adventures with adventurers way higher level than he, so that he has gotten a reputation now as like, oh, do you know who got the consecrated vestments of Saint Prudian?
Thrice blessed hammer.
Yeah. And so there's this vibe of like, he is seriously fanboying everybody else in the group while trying to maintain this like,
a lot of hype around Lex right now. Lex is so hot right now.
It was but a simple healing spell. Any sufficiently advanced cleric could manage it. What is it called? Name isn't important.
Healing.
Most notably spoken aloud. It's not for mortal.
Yes.
What about Britos?
Say one cool thing that we each did in the dungeon, like getting around traps or fighting monsters or finding cool stuff or whatever. I can start if you want me to. I think there's he likes to tinker. So there was probably like a freight elevator that we had to, or freight elevator shaft that we had to get down into, and tried several times just because it was like covered with mold and kelp and goo from slimy buddies. And eventually, while everyone else is trying to like figure out how to like get down somehow, he managed to rig up not an electrical system because that's not going to work, but some sort of like grab some like giant gears from over here and used this very long rope and attach it here and made like a giant dumbwaiter kind of thing to get down past that into the splash zone.
I feel like once we were down in the food court area, Lex miscast a healing spell that instead affected all of the food generators and the food. And so you just ended up having these kind of sentient blobs of smarter food starting to enclose the big boss.
Anti-ends.
And yeah, Lex is staring the whole time, is like, what did I get us all killed? Brilliant job, Lex. What? Oh, yes, of course. All in a day's spell.
I think what Kerrang's favorite encounter they felt good about was the party came to one of those typical rooms where it's like square stone tiles all across the room, and everybody's like, well, you've seen this before. This is one of those, like, you step on the wrong tile and poison arrows or something shoots out. So they're trying to figure out like how to solve it. What's the pattern? What's the riddle? And he asked Roger. He's like, Roger, do you have the answer? Roger's not saying anything, but I think I know what Roger's getting at. And so he
So
basically
sad to watch.
he thrust Roger down into a crevice between two of the stones and hopped up on the hilt, and then basically used Roger almost like a pogo stick and leapt from crack to crack between the stones till he got all the way across the room and could pull the lever, which then deactivated all the traps and let everybody come across. And he's like, good job, Roger.
Good job, Roger.
Well done, Roger.
I feel like Sketh's big moment came right when we were confronting Mr. Squishy, and he's surrounded by goons and bodyguards, and my specialty is just plowing through people. I don't like doing it. I do it pretty reluctantly, but at this point we were kind of hemmed in, and it was looking like maybe they were going to overtake us. So I put my helmet on and did whatever, whether it really works or not, just went berserk on everyone and took down all of the bodyguards.
Nice.
I know, like a blackout fury. Don't remember it.
How did we beat Boss Squishy and get his stuff? What do we get?
What did we want?
I think he had a pretty big hoard of just
All the stuff.
baubles and
Yeah.
gewgaws and doodads.
DVDs and nail
Because
polish.
I think he'd been hoarding them.
Yeah.
And the thing is that the trade economy doesn't work when you hoard. You know, you got to give. You got to
Keep it-
give to
Keep it
receive.
going.
Outflow determines inflow, man.
Mm.
And I think that's
Oh,
probably why
wait.
we sought him out, because we, you know.
Did we catch him in the process of transferring bodies?
I
Mm.
like that when he is weak.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
there's-
when we went at that body, it actually was like he was leaving that one.
yeah.
I think I feel like Sageth, because this just seems like a barbarian kind of thing to do, then used Big Squishy's old body as a weapon against Big Squishy's new body. It was like swinging it around like a flail, like a cat, an octopus on 8 tails.
Cat of 8 tails, yeah.
Kind of cueing what you were
Exactly.
saying off of like the not participating in the barter economy. I kind of like the notion of he's hoarding some sort of media thing, like
Yeah.
some set of books or films or something that he had just obtained all the copies of, say, every movie from this decade and was just keeping it all under lock and
He
key.
had the
Yeah,
only
there's like all
collection.
this lost history.
Yeah.
Mm.
Monty Python's Flying Circus, the only existing copies.
Yep.
On Laserdisc, yeah.
Yeah.
Were in his suckery possession.
And like, so
Yeah.
this quest was about getting these things and being able to get payments for them, but also getting
Disseminating
loose.
culture.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Freeing the culture he was hoarding.
Awesome. Love it.
Culture hoarding octopus.
Step 3, the loot.
Like they do.
The play-based gun parry method enables a definitive numerical classification of all loot. However, an evocative name, such as the Hammer of Harmonious Smashing, and a colorful description are the true paths forward toward an invigorating and stimulating experience. So we each have these 2 blank loot cards.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we get to fill these out now.
Blank loot.
So for each of the stats, encumbrance, usefulness, and emotion, we roll a d6 and put that number in there. Then we roll for the affiliated class, and then the affiliated usefulness is double the regular usefulness. And then we
Oh, I
just
see.
say what it is.
Okay, so first 4d6 for each of the stats, yes?
Yeah.
Correct?
Oh,
Or
oops.
what 1d6 for each of those stats.
Yeah, so 4 total, I mean.
Yeah, 4 total. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's a fun little table up,
5, 2,
I
4.
think up in the upper right here.
5, 1, 2.
Yeah.
This item
So,
sucks.
Once we get the numbers down, there's the Gondo classification table in the upper left over here. That sort of like gives a idea of like what 1 through 6 means for encumbrance, usefulness, and emotion.
Wait,
If you
hold
want to look
on.
at 4 ideas, or in the right hand side over here. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, could you say that again?
So for the 3 numbers that you're rolling there,
Yeah.
there's the Gondo classification table over here, up and to your right, I think, from where you are. Or
Could
above.
you, when you say over here, I'm having trouble finding where your thing is. Up and to the
Can
right?
you see my? Yeah, there you
Oh,
are.
I see you. There you are. Okay, thank you.
So if you want to use that for inspiration, that is available.
Oh my gosh.
And then write a description and name for it. Let's see.
Hold on, I'm
Where am
figuring-
I? I'm Rupert. Who's
Oh
Rupert?
man, this item, however, makes up for it by being awesome, where the other one was
5,
suck.
5, 4. 5, 5, 4. Jeez.
All right. We,
And then 1 is wizard.
Okay.
We don't have a wizard, do we? Oh,
We do
that's too
not.
bad. That's too bad.
So we just wait for the oh, there it is for class. I see there's a table where you roll 1 through
Yeah.
6 there on the card.
Yeah, and then the affiliated usefulness is just twice the regular usefulness.
Okay, so that's
I got 5, 6, 6, 5. Look at that.
2
and a 3, so that's
sorry, could you say what
Row.
affiliated usefulness is again?
It's just twice the regular usefulness. So if you're the class that it is affiliated with, then it's twice as useful.
3.
Oh, so that's not part of the roll.
Okay,
That is part of the roll, or that's not
Oh.
part of the roll. Sorry, it's part of the
that sucks.
you get it from the one that you do roll.
How come
What
it says
do you-
rogue here instead of rublard?
Okay, I'm not sure I understand the affiliated usefulness yet.
So you roll for the affiliated class up there, and it has a little table.
Oh, okay.
And so if whoever has this item is that class, it is twice as useful.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. 5,
Down
6,
to
6,
2,
5.
and down to
Fair.
4.
I'm just reading advice.
Boy.
Well, that's unfortunate. Well, that's not your
I got some good stuff, man.
one emotion.
Hmm.
You just get like the Civil War Ken Burns documentaries.
Okay. Well,
Wow.
some reason this one's taking me a minute to wrap my head around.
Yeah. I got
Yeah, I'm
something
having a little bit of trouble. I'll get there.
big, useful.
So that's okay. Encumbrance, motion. At least it's an interesting combination, if nothing else.
Okay, let's see what these things are. Sorry, I'm moving a little slower.
No, this is
4.
the slow part.
One down, one to go. Okay. Ooh, that was fucking big
Yeah.
and not useful.
I got 2 5.
That's my 2 items just happened to come out like almost exactly opposite each other, which is kind of fun.
I got 2 very useful items with no emotional attachments. And neither of mine had anything to do with the media angle, unfortunately.
I know, I'm trying to make it tie in. Oh, mine, oh, I got limited edition something. So.
Oh, I'm not bothering to do that. I guess one of them, I guess it's.
Yeah, you have the Library of Crafts.
Yeah.
Wow, you had a 5. These are all really, you got the best loot out of this.
But they're big. They're big.
Oh yeah, mine's big too. What would, but it's for a rogue. What would it be a big thing a rogue would carry around?
Ooh, man, I don't know.
A donkey is one of the things it could be. A Gatling gun.
I do have 1 barbarian item.
I have a fighter and a rogue item.
Did anyone end up with a cleric? Oh yeah, Mark has a cleric.
Yeah, a big old cleric guy.
Oh God.
What do rogues have? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It could just be really heavy.
It'd be like an entire tool chest.
The definitive lockpick chest.
A refrigerator full
yeah.
of different poisons.
Limited edition poison cabinet.
Oh, I want that.
Poison cabinet. Yeah, you're gonna want this. Oh, I don't catch. No, thank you, Miro. Please stop telling me what to do.
Not myself.
But Miro Clippy wants to help.
Everyone's in their different corners.
Hi, Mark.
Oh, I love it.
Okay. I think I made my thingies. Yay.
I got one more to make. Okay, 3, 6,
Oh, that was
3.
tough.
3, 6, 3
Sneaky
for
bunny
fighters.
guys.
Sneaky buddies. 3, 6, 3. Okay. Where's the thing? Okay.
Plate mail literally is still.
That's amazing.
It's fun to be creative.
Yeah.
Kind of love that I have this stuffy old cleric who has found 2 pieces of modern technology or far future technology.
Oh, I like this emotion level.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fun stat.
So this is going to be a Amazon Basics. One sec. Amazon Basics. It's like a sword.
It's just like
Or,
the sword.
Amazon Basics replacement sword.
Oh, but it's a 6 usefulness. What does that mean?
It's one of a kind Amazon Basics
Ooh.
replacement sword.
There's like a sword set that they sold, and this is the best model.
The last of its kind. But emotion is a 3, so this one's confusing because it's like
Oh yeah.
ultimate weapon, but
People are like, yeah.
One of those
mass produced.
I mean, it's
or-
useful, but I have no attachment to it.
Yeah.
You just inspired me, Nicole, to alter my plate mail description.
Yeah. I was like mass produced, but it's like one of a kind. I guess it's like
Initially, I didn't name who had the plate mail originally made, but now I decided it was
Oh.
millionaire Beth Bezos.
best sword ever made, but no one wants to be caught with it.
Yes. I love
It
it.
is the Bezos sword. Yeah.
Oh man.
It is Amazon Basics.
A sword with a Google Glass assessment.
It just looks awful, but it's the ultimate weapon. It's the most powerful thing you can have, but no one wants it.
It's got a QR code on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only sword that takes selfies.
Oh,
Oh wait,
It's a selfie sword.
As soon as it plays
Yeah.
this ad, I can
Selfie
attack
sword.
with it.
yeah.
And it's
Selfie
always the
sword.
same ad.
All right. I got
All
mine
right.
ready.
Do you want
for
to
your
describe
patience.
yours first, or does someone else want to go?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
I'll be happy
you
to.
talking to me?
Fight.
Are you talking to me?
I got a Caligari device, which is a limited edition poison cabinet with ingredients for crafting any potion or death.
I love it so much.
It's for rogues. I also got the selfie sword, which is a ultimate weapon, Amazon Basics replacement sword, the last of its kind. It's the best sword ever fucking made, but no one wants to be caught with it. Selfie sword.
Awesome. Who wants to go next?
I can do mine.
Yeah, go.
Okay. I have a cleric item with an encumbrance 3, usefulness 5, emotion 1. And that is an M350 airbox, a shoebox-sized metal device with a tube that provides blessed and purifying air, especially helpful for sick or
Nice.
cursed patients. And then I have a encumbrance 5, usefulness 5, emotion 1 for barbarian.
Ooh, I want it.
It is the Exo Extendo skeleton, a rough-hewn metal framework with lots of heavy extendo arms. When you absolutely positively have to smash everyone in the room except no substitute.
I like the themes we are taking on.
I love it.
And those are my two. And Heath is next. Heath is
I
next.
I've got the Sneaky Buddy Fez. It was initially mass produced as a costume piece for children, but rogues found that for some reason these Fezes made almost everyone view them as inconsequential, and
Love
thus they've
it.
become
This makes
very
sense.
rare, even though they're very delicate and shoddily made because they were just shitty costume pieces. And then I also have the plate mail, literally. As a present to his best fighter, millionaire Beth Bezos had a suit of plate mail made from literal rare antique china plates. Extremely valuable and a status symbol, if fairly useless.
That is a perfect 625.
Oh,
Right.
so good. This system is cool.
Yeah. Cool. So I've got the where am I? Library of Craft. It's a massive iron-bound tome, almost the size of a table, which is rumored to contain every magical formula ever known to mankind. And it's beautifully embellished with dozens of precious stones, metals, and enchanted stones. I got all high numbers here.
Oh,
And
man.
Saint Festus's Rest. It's the petrified body of Saint
Just
Festus.
giant things.
It's a giant like stone casket sealed by his holy word until the day he is transformed into flesh once again,
Oh, wait.
revered by millions for its wonders.
So we're supposed to double our dice roll for that field.
Yeah.
So
I
basically, so now that we've all described our things, so these numbers basically, we're gonna trade around our items and decide which ones we want to keep. So we each have on our character that maximum encumbrance.
Oh, no.
That's how much we can safely carry. So basically, we pick the items we want, and we can trade them around if we want to, and then we add up the encumbrance of all the items that we have, and subtract it from
Where's my
our
spreadsheet?
thing, and we'll get a number saying how much over we are, and that's going to be bad.
I had a question about the affiliated usefulness because I see that
Yeah.
yours are doubled, but I
Yeah.
thought I didn't double mine because they didn't match me.
Oh no, so the affiliated usefulness, that is for, so if when someone of that class has it, the affiliated usefulness is that number. So if you keep the Caligari device, it'll be usefulness 2. If I keep the Caligari device, it'll be usefulness 4
So we just take the normal usefulness,
and double it.
double that, and put that in the field. I totally fucked that up
Oh, I see.
because I rolled for that. Like
I rolled for that
Oh.
too.
Yeah,
I
no,
did
it's just
that.
double that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled for that too. Okay.
Okay, I'm fixing that now.
All right.
Bam.
Now we gotta do math. Where's my spreadsheet?
We don't have to do
You
math
You do
yet.
the math
Just-
for me. You do the math for me.
But I want to do math now.
You always told me we're gonna do math.
I was promised math.
I think the
Oh,
formula
yeah, I
for
got
the encumbrance is actually backwards because it should be the encumbrance of the stuff, right? So it's higher.
Well, you can carry your maximum
Right.
minus the amount of this. Oh, yeah, there's a sign problem.
Heroes can only carry encumbrance reflects the. So the more encumbered you are, the less likely it is that you will escape.
Oh, yeah.
So you will add together all your cards that you're keeping, subtract that from your your maximum encumbrance to get. But it says the lower
Heavy.
this number, the worse it is. If it's lower than
Heavy
0,
stuff.
you must reduce.
Okay, so mine's 22.
total.
Yeah, I have an encumbrance of 6, 8,
Yeah.
11, 16.
Encumbrance
Um,
factor is that minus.
Yeah, so basically we're gonna add up all the stuff we have, subtract it from the other one. Bigger numbers are bad.
Yeah, I got
But
too much stuff.
We do that
Uh,
now or after we trade stuff? Or
After we
when-
trade stuff around.
Right.
Yeah, so
Oh.
don't worry about adding it yet. Yeah.
Someone take my
But-
stuff.
I wanna do math.
So then for the
Oh,
usefulness,
I did math. Can't stop me.
for the usefulness, we want to have as much usefulness as possible. And that's where the affiliated usefulness comes into play. If you have something that is useful to your class, it's twice as useful. And then, so you want that to be high, and you also want your emotion value to be high.
Oh no.
So you'll add together all
Oh.
of those as well.
I really only like one of my things, and it's my skull cup.
Yes.
My total
sucks.
emotion is 6 right now.
There is literally.
Yeah, me too.
No, oh, there's one. I think I've seen one fighter item on the table.
You want a selfie sword?
Would you like an extendo skeleton?
I would. But
Excellent.
That's
how
it.
heavy? How heavy is
God
it?
It's really heavy.
Oh,
The
But it's
selfie
really
sword is
useful.
the only fighter item on the table, except for the ones I've already got in my
but
inventory.
it's so useful.
I'm
The
gonna
ultimate
drag
weapon.
Saint
I gotta-
Festus's rest over here just in case you want it. You don't have to keep
I want
it.
that
How-
dead body.
How do we trade? We just give?
Just drag the cards over. Yeah.
Yeah, just take my stuff. I don't want it.
Well,
Mark,
I'm
you want this
sure.
cabinet?
I know damn well Steven wants that sneaky buddy Fez.
Oh yeah. Oh, and the that big rock. You see that big
Oh,
rock over
no.
there?
All of the writing on this card doesn't come with it.
What? No.
I made
Uh,
some mistakes.
The things that you don't want, put it on the rock.
On the rock, on the rock.
Oh, so
I
we
grew-
don't have to, like, we could just dump everything on the rock if we wanted.
Oh yeah,
to.
yeah. But
Okay.
then you
Oh.
would, that would be bad for usefulness and emotion.
Well,
want
yeah,
those to
I mean,
be-
I'm just saying. So you're not
Mark,
stuck with anything.
I'm
per se.
giving you this, but you can put it on the rock if you don't want it.
Okay.
I'm gonna give the selfie. Oh no, I gotta group these items.
Okay.
Big
so
mess.
where's Mark's
Right.
number?
There's an extendo skeleton coming your way.
Thank you. I will take that. Oh, I don't know
Did I
where
get-
anybody.
Did I get the sneaky fez? I'm gonna take the sneaky fez.
I mean,
Yeah.
take it. I was just looking to see if you had anything I wanted for it, but.
Here, Heath, I got you a present.
oh, wow, it's so kind of you.
The selfie sword. It's really annoying, but very useful.
You know, maybe Roger will have a friend.
No, will Roger get jealous?
I don't know. Maybe what Roger needs to start speaking is a friend. See,
Aw.
maybe that'll inspire him.
You whisper to the sword, and then the sword tells you what he says.
Oh yeah. I think I gotta get rid of my sweet crossbow. Oh,
I'll use
no.
the selfie sword to take a selfie of me and Roger.
Oh.
So are we not allowed to carry more than we can carry?
Sarah, say that again.
Why are you getting rid of stuff? Because you can't carry it?
Because the more stuff that you carry over your total encumbrance, the less likely it is you will survive the dungeon
Okay.
or survive the trip home.
Oh, okay. And then usefulness and emotion also help you survive.
Yeah. So you want low encumbrance, high usefulness, high emotion.
Okay, I feel like I'm not min-maxing the hell out of this.
Yeah, that's what the game is.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Um,
I'm okay on everything except emotion right now.
Cleric.
I don't see a clear path for me.
All
I
my
gotta
stuff
look
is
at this. It's all
super-
bad for
got
me.
to
Could
I've
we-
got a money.
We
pouch
might
that
need to
has 3
take a little
emotion.
break so we can put the chickens to bed.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I could use a break too.
Let's take a little
Yeah.
break to
Yeah.
fill around and
We
do
haven't
stuff.
had a break. Yeah,
Gonna
let's
get
take
a
a little,
drink, get a
Okay.
take a little
banana.
five
some
minute
peanut
break.
Yeah.
That banana.
butter.
Yeah. So the second part is after we've figured out our numbers, then we each basically like roll for each one and then say what happened. And that's the
Oh, boy.
game. So yeah, let's take a break and we'll be back in like 5 or 10. Boop. I made good brownies. Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, get rid of our
I had a
Close it.
banana and peanut butter.
nice. That's
These are
nature's brownies.
my special extra moist quadruple chocolate brownies,
They're
Yep.
almost liquid. They're so good.
but not like drippy gooey, but like just so yeah.
Just so brownie-licious.
The semi-sweet baker's chocolate mixed in with the butter, and chocolate chips,
Okay,
cocoa
so what?
powder, and then drizzle.
Are you just
chocolate
starting to?
frosting on
Are you
top.
doing a cooking
Yeah.
show now?
So good. Yeah.
Anyway.
Are these items that your character has?
These are
And to make it
items.
moist, instead of a cup of sugar, I do 3/4 cup of sugar and a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, and like that just sent it.
Just give
like
away
another
all the
space. It's so good.
secrets.
I will. I want everyone to experience these brownies. They're so good. And then I shift powdered
I
sugar.
beg to
on top.
differ because I usually get about 2. To be fair,
Oh.
you make them, so they are yours.
Oh,
But
man,
he
I got-
does save me the middle ones because he knows I like the middle pieces. So he'll keep.
Oh, really?
You can see the like Zeno's arrow thing that's happening. And you can
Half and half and half.
half and half.
Oh
All
man.
right. Well, this is going to the damn rock. That's for
Yeah, I don't need clothes or food anymore.
Fuck that thing.
Usefulness.
So where's
Money
that
pouch
now?
is 0 useful. Ugh.
So explain to me again now. What? How is this encumbrance stuff gonna come into play in a minute?
So we want low encumbrance, basically the difference between your maximum encumbrance and
Right.
what you're actually carrying.
So
Mhm.
0,
Um,
okay?
0, I think it has to be at least 0. Yeah, it has to be 0 or higher, which is why I
Okay.
think that
So I
number is
had to get rid of my clothes.
probably.
Instead of closer to 0 you are, the less likely you are to survive.
The more stuff you're carrying, the worse.
Yeah.
So this comes into play during the lethal horde section. Each adventurer's load affects whether and how they survive the trip. Each player will roll a d20, and you add their. Oh, okay. So yeah. So the it is right. Great. So you add your encumbrance factor. So it will probably be a negative number. So if you roll a 20 and have -5, you'll get a 15, which is still good. Any result lower than a 10 is a failure.
Wait,
No.
Which
how
means
could your
that
encumbrance? I'm confused. How could your encumbrance factor be negative?
because you're subtracting it from your maximum encumbrance.
Right.
Yeah.
Are we
But
supposed to
I
not
can only
carry-
have up to 15. So let's say, for example, right now, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 15 right now,
And you are perfect.
and that would be at 0.
Yeah.
But if I had less than that, like I don't see how it could be negative because I can't carry more than 15.
Oh, but you can. You just incur a negative. So
Yeah,
you can
so
have
if you-
20 points worth of encumbrance, but
Oh,
now
exactly.
you have a -5.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought your max was like literally your max.
No, that's how much you can carry safely.
Oh,
Gotcha.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
How
Yeah,
does
you can carry as much as you want, but it's gonna be a bad time.
how does emotion get into this?
So emotion is the very last part, I think, where we check. There's emotional epilogue roll. Each player rolls a d20. A player who rolls a result higher than their adventurer's total emotion is met with failure. Otherwise, you have a satisfying and invigorating life afterwards.
Oh man.
So
Okay.
you only want to keep things that spark joy.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Mm.
I
Oh
got
my
So-
gosh.
curious.
So the tension of the mechanics is you want to keep enough stuff to spark joy, but you don't want to keep so much stuff that you die on the way home.
Grabbing the plate
Mm.
mail. So I might incur.
Oh,
And
this is
then
tough.
how does usefulness go in? Sorry, you may have already said.
Oh yeah,
this.
yeah. So there's usefulness contributes to the group's total usefulness. So there's a little bit of math. We figure out the average usefulness of the group, and then the third roll that we make is the do we get out of the dungeon? So that's if you
Okay.
roll under there's the usefulness everyone contributes to. The encumbrance only affects you, and the emotion is good at the end.
Is
Okay.
total
Tough.
usefulness? Sorry, is total usefulness from the affiliated number?
Only if your class is the same class as the affiliated class.
Nice.
Yeah. So like that sneaky buddy fez for me is 12 points, which is I'm definitely keeping that. That
And-
sparks so much joy.
The selfie sword was fighter, right? It's not on the
Yeah.
card. so I'm guessing
I found your piece of text. It's in
Oh.
between you and I.
Oh,
It's
I mean, we all know that.
So I've got an encumbrance of
fighter.
-4 right now. I don't know if that's
Yeah, so
catastrophic.
just like a cleric.
not for us.
I'm trying to decide if I
Yeah.
need to ditch
So
anything else.
basically you would roll a d20 and
Yeah.
then subtract 4, and if you're under 10, you don't.
Oh boy. Okay.
Tough freaking call.
Yeah. Oh boy.
11,
2,
12,
3, 4.
I got a lot of useless stuff.
math.
Got a lot of sentimental stuff. Very sentimental barbarian.
That Caligari device is super sweet though. Ugh,
You're
I love
welcome.
it. I love it so much.
Yeah, this extendo skeleton's saving my butt.
It's what?
It's saving my butt.
Oh, I was like, it stays in my butt.
It's my only clothes now, so maybe.
Fair.
The extendo skeleton stays in your butt.
Extension of my skeleton. What do you think?
Let's see, that's 7.
Apparently an extension of your coccyx.
Whoa.
Cock 6.
Yes.
Okay, I'm getting rid of this crossbow too. I don't think I can.
But it looks super sweet.
It is super sweet. I've modified it, but I think I'm gonna die if I don't get rid of it.
I think I'm gonna win.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No good.
Man, everything's garbage.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I just can't. Yeah, I don't. I still know what's good.
Total emotion. What was the roll for that again? Sorry.
That is if you roll under your total emotion, I think it is. Oh yeah, if you roll equal to or lower than your total emotion, you are successful.
And
So
that's
you
a
wanna-
D20,
D20.
you said? Okay.
Yeah.
And that's just equal probability 1 through 20.
Oh man,
Okay.
yeah, that's not good for me.
It's not
Just-
like 2D10.
No.
Peter's just lugging around a big coffin.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's so useful.
Oh,
Useful to
I
the
like-
team.
Mm,
But I
yeah.
have too much encumbrance now.
I'm like, do I really need to keep the battle worn shield at all? It's only giving me a 2 usefulness, no emotion.
Oh, but you love sliding down the hill with
I
it.
know, I do. Yeah, definitely.
I can
Yeah,
see how
without
our
it.
stories should match the emotion because I've gotten attached to things that I don't actually have any emotion
Right.
around.
Yeah, totally. Because now that you said that, I was like, well, yeah, I can't slide down hills on my ass. I need this shield.
3, 9, 14, 17.
Though I do have lucky Under Armour garments, so that maybe I could slide down a hill on my ass.
So technically, this would be a good choice. It gets me 6 points and reduce. Oh, that just makes things 1 point better. Okay.
Oh. Okay, so I want to make sure I'm reading this right. So I think looking at the rules again, so your encumbrance factor should be a positive number. I think Heath was right.
Oh, okay.
So you're always going to be adding when you roll. So you can't go lower than your
0.
maximum. You can't go lower than 0. Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
So
So
like
which-
right now,
which
if
means
I'm
that you have
at
to
0,
ditch some
I would
stuff.
just have a straight up roll.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
You know what?
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Look, so many things suck right now.
7.
Yeah. this is a tough call, but I am going to get rid of my shield and depend on my magical, awesome undergarments to protect my ass while sliding down hills.
Oh, this is a big day.
11,
I
14.
think I've got to get rid of my money pouch.
The one that you got, honestly.
Honestly, yeah.
Just, yeah, keeping an eye on it.
It's not yours anyway. You gotta let it go.
7, 8, 9, 10.
6, 11, 12. Oh, God. So maybe I can trade the air box for something. Nope, not really. Oh, maybe.
Besides, that makes more sense because now they got 2 swords. I can't really have a shield because I got a dual wield.
Yeah.
So
Dagger.
Any emotion? Or
My
an
emotion's going to be so low. Oh, God.
Yeah, that's the problem for me.
yeah, me too.
I got to choose between emotion and usefulness. Oh, boy.
I feel like I'm doing pretty well, but I wonder if I'm fooling myself. I'm like, I think I'm ready.
7, 8, 9.
Just got rid of all my stuff that wasn't any good. Like my moldy crackers, my loincloth. Oh, I can also carry a lot more stuff than you guys can. I see.
Yeah.
Being a
I'm
barbarian.
like,
Yeah.
why are you being such babies? Come on. I'm ready to go.
5, 8, 11.
Come on. We are done with mission. We would like to keep going.
Oh, okay, yours is only 1 higher than mine, so
Oh,
that's not too
It's
bad.
me.
12,
Mission's
22, 23.
over.
And then total emotion 4, 5, 11 is not good.
Oh, I should do that.
So I need something that's like weight 4 maybe. There's a lot of like, what is something light and emotional? And there's just
Yeah.
nothing there.
I think I'm going to wind up with a total emotion of 8, which is not great.
Oh no. And it's like I can take on 4 encumbrance and get 3 emotion, but that's basically losing a point.
Yeah. I think I need to drop my rope.
3, 6. I have an emotion of 11 right now.
How are folks looking for total usefulness?
Mine's at
Mine is
24.
Mine's 14.
Whoa, 14.
Mine's at
Eric
20.
is so useful. No wonder we keep Lex with us. Got
Somehow,
that big old
somehow Lex
coffin.
Doubly has a usefulness of 24.
Amazing.
So I've got a bunch of stuff over here. It's not great, but is available.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to put it on the stone.
Put it on the stone. On the stone.
On
Well,
stone.
yeah, I guess I
On the
should browse
stone.
the stone just to see if there's anything here that I might, for some weird ass reason, want.
Oh, is that
Think
for
so.
up for grabs?
Oh, yeah. you
Stuff
can
on
take
the
it-
stone?
Stuff on the stone's up for grabs.
I mean,
mean,
I
I
don't think
don't-
I need anything
Ooh,
else.
money pouch.
I can't really carry anything.
Yeah, that pouch is garbage.
Pouch.
You know, my crackers.
The priest
where
is
my-
carrying off the money pouch.
All right.
Typical.
At a tithe.
An honestly acquired tithe with no
Just
use.
gotta
Usefulness,
watch over
8,
this.
9.
Oh man, 6. Oh wait,
Was I
22,
adding wrong?
24.
2, 7, 8, 9.
Oh god. Yeah, I this is I think the best I can do. 3, 8, 11, 13, 2, 4, 10, 14.
Okay. I think I've got my pack.
Should I try to have more than a 0 for encumbrance?
I mean, it'll help you. So if you have 0 for encumbrance, you will die on
50,
basically 50-50 chance.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good. I'm gonna get
Yeah.
rid of this fucking wine board. I don't need all this emotion.
Can't
Okay.
have a good life if you don't live it.
It's taking advantage of my
Man.
beefy body. Those are
Well, I guess, oh, I don't know. And then, I'm sorry, again, what is the usefulness thing? There's an sort of basically an average usefulness for the group.
Yeah, so once we've all gotten our packs out done, we will find the average usefulness for the group, rounded down. And that will be the number we roll against to see if we make it home or make it up, I think.
With
Yeah.
D20 again?
Yeah, these next 3 rolls are all D20s.
Oh, boy. Okay. All right.
Yeah. But we're looking pretty good. I've got a 22. You've got someone's got a 24, I think I said.
Yeah, I've got 24.
I think both
And
of
I
us
was
have
like-
14s.
I could get a couple of points by dropping a 3 encumbrance item with 1 emotion, but it also has a 10 usefulness for clerics.
Ooh, yeah, keep that.
oh no.
Yeah, so basically to start the journey home, we will each roll D20. And if it's greater than the average usefulness, that's a failure. And each player does that separately.
Okay, what's
Yeah.
the average?
I think I've got my pack out.
Cool. So I've got 22.
I got 24.
Got 14. Wait, let me double check
14.
that. Hold on. Yes, 14. Yes.
And Nicole's is
14.
14.
And then the rock is just giant pile of
The
usefulness.
rock is gonna beat us all.
74 divided by 4 is 18. So 18 is going to be our average usefulness.
We need to get above 18.
We need to get above 18 to
So-
fail.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
so we
'Cause I
sort
rolled
of
a 5.
heavy overshoot on the
Yeah.
So useful.
Usefulness.
Please keep us on your team.
Everyone feel good about what they got?
I think it's the best I can do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could do this.
So I had to get rid of my rope and my crossbow and my money. I'm keeping my stained armor because I need to get out swimming, I guess. I'm keeping my second favorite dagger. I'm keeping my daggers. 'Cause
Both of your
that's,
daggers.
that's who I am, man.
Even though one is way too shiny.
But I am taking the sneaky buddy fez because that is 12 usefulness for me.
So you're
no
gonna
matter-
be wearing this silly little fez.
But you won't think it's silly because you won't even notice me.
Where are you?
Yeah. I'm keeping the Caligari device because it's super fucking sweet, even though it's 5 encumbrance.
Very heavy.
It's
It's
not
a big
like,
like cabinet.
yeah, it gives me 4 usefulness, but it's really cool, so I'm keeping it.
Oh man.
And so that gives me encumbrance factor of 3, total usefulness 22, total emotion of 8. Didn't have a lot of options with regards to
So
emotion.
don't get mad at me, but got rid of Yarloth's gourd because it was not. I was not very emotionally attached to it. It was not useful.
It was
and
not sparking joy.
It was not
Yeah,
sparking.
it was not
joy.
sparking joy.
But I am going to keep my skull mug because it sparks joy. I got this sweet exendoskeleton, my axe, and my sweet helmet.
Nice.
There
I'm
you
putting
go.
a stone in for my sneaky buddy fez.
I got rid of my clothes and my food.
Because those are both cool.
So now I am naked.
Well, I mean, it helps with encumbrance,
Yeah.
being naked.
That's-
Let's see. Meister Lex Doubly has held on to the thrice blessed hammer that I never
Yeah.
bothered describing, but was still there. It still counts.
That's what you're
Um,
famous for.
So blessed.
The M350 airbox with the healing air, which seems useful for a cleric to cure people and such. He's kind of quietly obtained the honestly acquired money pouch and set it aside.
I don't need this. Ooh.
The church shall step in, and then the like coup de grace of the entire collection is Saint Festus's rest. So he's dragging along this giant golden sarcophagus.
Big things are sweet, right?
I can't make fun of you. I'm wearing an exoskeleton.
Let me carry.
Well, I did get rid of the plate mail made of actual china plates, as well as much as it pained me, I did get rid of the shield because I realized I have the super protective undergarments, and now I'm dual wielding because I have 2 swords, so I don't need a shield.
Roger and the selfie.
Yeah,
Well, at least
So
you
I-
did get rid of Roger.
I kept my lucky Under Armour garments, my rusty chainmail, my trusty broadsword, and the selfie sword.
Where's your giant thing?
And that was the plate mail that I.
We've all
ditched.
got giant things though.
No,
Where's your
I left
giant
mine.
thing?
I left my giant thing on the rock.
Oh man.
Craig has 2 swords though. It's pretty sweet.
Pretty sweet.
One of them like looks obnoxious, but really.
Hey, Roger's
kinda-
not that obnoxious.
I mean, it kind of lives with my name. I'm like double Kerrang now.
Karang Karang.
Yeah.
Newly
So that gives
named
me a-
Karang Karang.
Maximum encumbrance is 15. I'm carrying 12, so I have 3 bonus plus 14 usefulness and 8 emotion.
Mark, your
Oh, boy.
video is getting delayed again for me.
Oh no.
I'm
Am I
in the
back?
other room.
Hi.
That happens to me periodically, but then he catches up, and then
Yeah,
it's fine again. It's
same here.
weird.
I think he's just
I'm
getting
slow
lazy.
sometimes. Yeah.
Or the internet's getting lazy.
Lazy internet. Cool. Let's do step 5, the journey home.
Oh no.
Dun, dun, dun.
From Perry Gondo's introspection of the art of inventorying and vast experience mentoring adventurers, there is one thing Perry can tell us with confidence. A dramatic unpacking of your equipment causes correspondingly dramatic changes in your perspective on life and survival challenges. It is truly life-saving. Cool. So to start the journey home, each of us will roll a d20 in turn. Any roll greater than the average party usefulness, which is 18, is a failure. Otherwise, it's a success. And then we will. Each player keeps track of their result, and the group sums up the successes and failures. Okay.
Wait, was it?
and I don't know.
How's that different?
If the party has more failures than successes, then proceed with lethal horde using the stranded section. So
Oh.
I think we're fine for this, but if we had a lower number, we would need, if 3 of us failed, then the party
Yeah.
would fail.
I will point out it took me about 3 minutes to remember that D20s exist. And so I was staring, going like, do I get 2D? No, is there a custom option?
Roll 3d6, but it's a d66, or divide by 3 and drop the top. I don't know.
So do we need to, like, from that description, I was confused. We don't need to like keep our rolls secret for any reason or anything.
No,
do
no,
we?
not at all. No.
Okay, I rolled a 2.
Okay.
I rolled an 11.
That's a
I rolled a
success.
5.
None of this is our fault. Mark.
Don't fuck it up, Mark.
18.
Oh my God.
That's barely did it.
Even 3 toes.
He gets out just as like a giant stone slam shut,
Why
catching
are
the
you?
catching the heel of his boot.
Oh yeah,
are-
like
why
we
are
do
you
describe
Rupert?
things based on our success or failure, right?
Yeah. So as we roll when you roll a success, describe how your adventures saved the party from failure, thanks to one of your objects.
Oh,
Oh, cool. And is this
So
success or
there's no-
failure in the dungeon or on the way home?
In the
or-
dungeon. Yeah.
In the dungeon. Thank you.
Yeah. Let's see. What do I have? That's not me. That's me.
We're trying to get away from Mr. Squishy.
I think we
Back up.
destroyed Mr. Squishy. We're like escaping the dungeon.
Escaping from all of his backup goons.
Yeah. And so I think from mine, probably Mr. Boss Squishy sent his best hitman after us, and they unleashed a hail of arrows as we were trying to climb up back to the surface. And I put myself behind them, and my stained leather armor blocked all of the things because it's so stained and hardened. And it has more blood on it, and a lot of it is mine, but came out alive, and no one else got a scratch from it.
You had your Neo moment.
Yeah.
All the arrows just stopping.
Except they stopped in my armor. So
Yeah.
Same general idea.
yeah, same idea.
I feel like as we're exiting, we kind of feel like everything's all right now. We defeated Big Squishy. So I took the opportunity at a particularly scenic point to use the selfie sword to take a selfie of me and Roger. At which point, only I, nobody else, because I'm holding Roger up like this, and I heard Roger. He actually whispered to me. He was like, "Look out behind you!" And I thrust him back just in time to kill Lil Squishy, who had been on our trail.
I
Little
wanted Roger
squishy.
to say cheese.
Oh, that was good.
Maybe that's
good
what he
too.
said, but he heard the
He
other
says
thing.
that after we kill Lil Squishy, and then take a victory
like-
selfie with Lil Squishy's body.
Jeez, behind me.
Yeah.
Oh, he said jeez.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
It's
There you
it's
go.
just
That's
you
even better.
always
I like that.
knowing where to be.
Rewriting history. That's better. But finally, and of course, I tell the whole part. He spoke. Roger spoke, and nobody else heard it though. We're
Aw.
like, sure he did. Sure he did.
Of course he did.
What did he say? Cheese?
He did when we took a selfie with the selfie sword, and he told me to stab behind me. I think when he said cheese, it kind of sounded like behind you, but then it might have been cheese. He said something.
Maybe your swords are friends and they're just like coming out of their shells.
I rolled an 11, and I have a thought for mine that Lex has never used the thrice blessed hammer before. He tries to avoid all of the combat, and he just thought it was kind of a relic or something like that. And then he got cornered by several of the like giant arthropod minions,
Mm-hmm.
and like somehow he's separated from the group, and he just sort of gets out the hammer and waves it wildly. And then there's a moment like the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark where it is the thrice blessed hammer. So an angel is summoned into the room and sweeps around beautifully, and everybody just kind of stops and goes, "Oh, it's so beautiful." And then it turns dark and evil and just eviscerates the arthropods.
Yeah.
Like far more severely than is necessary. And
Do
Lex
not
is
fear me.
Lex is horrified by it. Like, "Oh God, you can, they're already dead." Like, gingerly puts the hammer away.
You don't have to do a puppet show with them.
It's just wrong.
Just smashing and popping heads for no reason.
Yeah, it's like, oh man.
So we've gone through all these things, and then some of the food court caves in as we're leaving. But with my super sweet exo extendo skeleton,
Yeah.
punch through and let us out.
Nice. Cool. So now we do the lethal horde part. That's awesome. We made it out. Festus, cover your eyes.
He's still going. He's still killing things. I thought everything was dead, but apparently there are microorganisms in here. Is it gonna keep going until there's no more life?
It's just completely sterile.
Just stepping and popping on rats and fishes.
Spiteful.
You gotta come for us next?
I'll do my lethal horde roll first.
Oh, boy.
Set an example. So my encumbrance factor is 3 because I ditched my rope. So I will roll a d20, add 3, and then see if it is 10 or higher. And here we go. Oh, I'm still Rupert. Why am I Rupert? I'm not Rupert.
That's what I was saying. Rupert Frink.
Oh, right. I'm not a cop. Okay, here we
This
go.
is why we always make a new room.
Stephen Three Toes gets a 6
Oh,
plus
no.
3 is a 9.
Oh
and
no.
he dies.
Oh
Um,
no.
So each player who rolls a failure describes how their adventure got separated from the party or perished, emphasizing how an inventory object helped this fate along. Um, so I imagine this is going to involve the Caligari device because it is the biggest goddamn thing.
It is a giant pile of poison.
And being a thief, you will not let it
No,
go.
I'm not letting go. I'm carrying it on my back. I've hauled it all the way up. And we actually, just because of the way that the skyscraper flooded city works, we have to go like up to the top, and then there's like catwalks and stuff above. And I'm just hauling my poison cabinet around. And I think I either hear something, or I think I hear Roger or something. And it's like, what did he say? And I misstep and just carrying that whole thing. Like I'm on the edge of the building and I like catch myself, but then the ropes holding the Caligari
Oh no.
thing starts snapping and snapping, and it
Oh.
falls. And as it falls, I'm like, oh, good, glad it's no longer attached to me. No, it is. Ah! And it just pulls me off, and I fall 60 stories.
Oh.
Really great splash into a pool of poison, apparently.
Oh no!
But
Every poison.
we didn't see the body though, so
No, we didn't see the body, so
even evil Stephen Three Toes, like
Could be
or Stephen Three
Two-
Toes the White.
Very sad.
2 toes.
who wants to go next?
Very sad.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I know what's gonna happen if it goes bad. So I'm adding 1
Mm-hmm.
I'm adding my encumbrance factor to a D20.
Yep.
And then what do I want to get?
You want to get a 10 or higher. You
Oh.
want not a 9.
Okay. I rolled a 1.
Oh, wow.
Ooh,
So I got
boy.
it. I've got a 2. So I dropped my souvenir skull. And I cannot leave it behind. It's been in my family for centuries. It's the only thing I have of my family, really. So I reach back to get it, and it gets caught in the exoskeleton. So the exoskeleton seizes up, and I can't get out of it, and I've got this skull stuck to my hand, and so I'm just stuck
No.
holding a skull
And naked.
and naked, no crackers, and that's where I am. So
Oh man.
they're probably gonna get me soon.
Okay, I would like to roll next, I think.
Going well.
I will roll a 9. Oh, plus 2.
Oh.
There you go.
So
Lex.
11.
Lex does it again.
And so do I describe how the,
Describe how you make it home.
let's see, you should describe how the stranded. I was trying to see like how to describe a success. Oh, Sheriff Fate, how they, the last members, got stranded in the
Yeah, it
dungeon
says-
forever.
Successful adventurers describe how they make it home. That's it.
How am I not seeing that?
This is on the Lethal Horde page under
Yeah,
escape
Yeah, I'm looking at
So
page
that's-
120.
sentence there.
Oh, escaped. Each
Yeah.
player who rolls a failure describes how their success describe how they make it home. Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out what stranded is.
Oh,
okay.
that's if you don't make it.
Oh, okay. Okay, got it. Okay, so yeah, I think generally, like, yeah, the reference I keep thinking is the opening scene of Guardians of the Galaxy 2, where Baby Groot is just dancing around while shit is happening in all directions. I think it's like that, except Lex is dragging along St. Festus's rest and only very occasionally getting into the nightmare scenarios that are happening around. Like he only very at the last second notices what's happening to Steven and is like, oh, reaches out, but it's too late.
Justice.
Let's just cover your eyes.
Yeah. And yeah, so there's the one thing where he hammers away at the arthropods attacking them. And yeah, so it's just this long montage of him dragging this giant sarcophagus through various scenes of chaos and
Mr. Magooing through danger.
Yep.
Nice. What's Kerrang got? 3.
I got a +3. Let's see what happens. I'm scared.
You got this.
You should be.
Even you.
Oh, no.
Oh
Total of 5. All right.
So I think
no. Solid five.
this whole
Solid
way, Kerrang has been in the front of the party, gleefully taking selfies because he wants to get. He's like, "Hey, check this out!" Hey, and it just so happens, like, he doesn't realize it, and he'll never realize it now. But it just so happened that he caught like everybody else's death on film because he was like taking a selfie, and like there's Stephen
Oh.
Three Toes falling off a cliff and taking a selfie, and like, hey, there's Sageth getting all tangled up in the exoskeleton, and so then he hears like a sound, and from back where they came from, and there was a cave in, right? Didn't Sageth say something about a cave in? Oh, you punched us through the cave in. That's what happened. And from the rubble comes that fucking glorious heavenly angel again.
Oh no!
At which
Dun,
point,
dun.
both my swords start vibrating. I'm like, oh yes, they are ready. And then Roger is finally like, please take us, new master. This guy doesn't need us. I never get to do any work. He just kills everything. He could kill anything with a stick. You are a worthy master, however. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? And then the other sword goes like, yes, and together we are doubly powerful. And then they kind of do a scissor action. And
Oh no!
and
Whoa!
then I stare surprised until my head falls down on the ground and my body falls down, and then the avenging
Do
angel
it.
retrieves both swords and continues its
Jesus.
rampage out the cave into the world at
Into the
large.
world.
So
What
that-
is
So the
unleashed?
So the incompetent cleric is the only survivor, is what I'm hearing.
Imagine that the angel is always like 2 steps behind the cleric for the rest of Lex's life. Like Lex just kind of bumbles along, but like there's just carnage always happening.
Yeah.
The angel's
Yeah.
gonna catch up to Lex one day, but
Everywhere
Like
Lex
there's-
goes, a trail of blood and just disgusting gore and carnage follows.
I think he's
The
just
curse
unlucky.
of Saint Festus.
The curse of Saint Festus. Cool. So now we do our emotional epilogue roll. Would the survivor like to go first?
I suppose so. I roll a d20.
Yeah, just roll a d20 and see if it is over your
It is
Total emotion.
18. It is over my total emotion, so that's a failure.
that is a failure. So describe how your adventure never felt fulfilled. Because the lack can be because of an object you left in the dungeon or gave away to someone else as well.
Oh, let me have a look at all the stuff I gave away and left behind. Honestly, I think it's just survivor's guilt. I mean, that he knows in his heart of hearts how badly he did and what he unleashed into the world. And I think that we find out somehow that Saint Festus's rest is kind of a sham too.
Oh.
And I think that's the true moment, is like there's a day when it finally he sees a crack, an aperture along the top of it, and opens it and finds it just full of old trash.
oh,
And it's like, oh, at least I got Saint Festus's rest out of there. I mean, sure, all of these amazing adventurers are dead, and yes, the ruthless, vengeful angel is carving a path of destruction with the 2 magical swords of doom. But at least I have this thing. And then he opens it, and it's just shit. It's like, oh,
Chick-fil-A wrappers.
yeah.
Cool. And the doomed
So
ones
sad.
can also roll.
Whether we died happy or not, or
Yeah, or whether there's an afterlife or whatever you like.
Afterlife.
The emotion is 8. I'll roll.
at 9.
So I rolled under,
Ooh.
so that means it's good, right?
That's good. So
Okay.
you describe how you have a invigorating and satisfying afterlife, I guess.
Well, not necessarily, because here's what would happen. And the camera would pan back to Kerrang's body and head on the ground, and his body kind of pushes itself up, grabs the head and sort of looks around and is like, well, this is weird. Tucks it in, is like, I guess I need to find a new sword and track down that angel.
That's after the cut. That's after the credits.
Yeah, that's the big
it's like
That's the
after credit
post-credit
scene,
scene.
exactly. Yeah.
Or post credits.
That's giving us the Paris Gondo extended universe.
Yep. The Lex Doubly extended universe. Yeah.
the DCU, as it were.
The
Yes.
DCU. Yep. So yeah, you want to go?
Yeah, I'll go. So I'm trying to get over my emotion number 9.
You want to get under it.
Under. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's get under 9.
Or
I rolled a
equal to it.
That'll do it.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we get good endings even though we died.
Right.
Yep.
So my exoskeleton seized up, and so I'm stuck here. And I do end up dying here, but there's some like scavenging rogues that kind of come after the party that won't let me go, but I do pay them off with what do I have?
Mm.
I do give them my helmet and axe in turn for getting the skull mug back to my family.
Nice.
And it has raised in value, so my family is taken care of forever. It doesn't have to live in the canyon maw anymore. So,
Nice.
even though I perished and rogues that could have saved me didn't, the skull made it back to my family.
So there is the spin-off sitcom about them.
They're just like, they've made it in the world and now they're just kind of bored.
Oh no.
Very ironic. It did well in its time and it doesn't translate well now.
So I need to roll an 8 or lower.
You got this.
Do it.
We
You
believe
got
in you.
this. Stephen Three Toes.
Yeah,
A
you
1.
did.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh my
our
God.
deaths. This is such a good reverse.
All the dead are happy, and the
dead are
one living is not.
I think I do wind up in an afterlife, so I fall into the thing, splatter, and I think as like dies on impact pretty much, but continues like to continue down, and it's like his spirit goes down, and it's sort of like the camera flips, so he's like going back up and lands in like the sort of ghost version of our.
It's
stuff.
Is the show animated now too?
Yes, it is,
Like,
absolutely.
like just while you're going through the earth, you start being like scanner darkly animated.
Yep.
Rotoscope. That's what it's called.
And I think I wander around in the little ghost world there for a while until I come across what was the bard's name?
Oh,
Yorlioth?
Yarloth?
Yeah. Yarloth. Yeah, I come across Yarloth and he's like, I've been waiting for you.
Oh.
Come on. And he takes me to the ghost version of the millstone where we hang out in the afterlife with all our dead buddies.
And they kiss.
They kiss.
Oh, that's like the
And
ending
that's
with
the
the
end.
sweet, sad music.
You have your.
Aw.
Do you have a ghost fez?
Yeah, Ghost Fest. All the dead adventurers hang out at the ghost millstone.
And you got your crossbow back. You're doing your cool tricks with it again.
Pring.
Yarlock is there singing to you.
Yeah.
Aw.
Any player so inspired can contribute final details about the fate of their adventures and their party as a whole. Otherwise, this is it.
Yeah, I
feel
do
like-
feel like there are legends told about this this adventure party.
I feel like Stephen Three Toes, like before what just happened that you described, like I feel like there's a great gate where the great reckoning must happen, and right in front of Stephen Three Toes is another person being judged. And they're like, no, look, you were horrible in life. You stole from people. You go to the bad place. He's like, no, he gets dragged away by race, and Stephen Three Toes walks up, and there's like, yeah, whatever, go on in, because he's got the face.
Oh, he's already seeing through him. He's not even seeing Stephen Three Toes. He's talking to the guy behind him.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, yeah, whatever.
Somehow that's Lex Doubly.
Finally had offed himself.
The angel caught up with him.
Yeah, and he did in fact steal the pouch of gold.
Nice. The afterword Although this entire book is about inventorying isn't necessary. Most adventurers die for reasons other than an untidy kit, and many heroes are unconcerned about putting their loot in order. Such people, however, would never read the Gonpari method. You, on the other hand, have been led by fate to play it out, and that means you have a strong desire to change your current situation, to reset your character build, to level up, and to shine. For this reason, Perry Gondo guarantees that you will be able to put your inventory in order. The moment you picked up this book with the intention of inventorying, you took the first step. If you have read this far, you know what you need to do next.
So is it inviting us just to play it again or to?
Yeah, the last in
Characters are-
parentheses is gather other players to play the Gonpari method over.
Oh, I thought it was just like, you're not really dead, and I was gonna be upset. I was
The
like,
real
I
treasure
am
is in
dead.
another castle.
Sign up for my
Real
class.
treasure. Sign up for that class.
If this looks like fun, it is.
And that is Perry Gondo and the life-saving magic of inventorying.
Wow.
Yay.
Literally read this book for like 5 or 10 minutes maybe before we started. So pretty good just to play along, it feels like, as long as you can kind of roll with stuff.
Yeah.
And the
I had a
mirror
good
board is
time.
super sweet.
I like
If that mirror board wasn't there, I
setup.
would not have played.
Oh, yeah.
Because it would have been a lot to set up for internet play. That worked totally good.
I'm gonna dot it with party icons.
Yeah. Oh, I need to go back to the party. Fire.
Mirror board party.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what we could do next. Instead of a spreadsheet party, we'll do a mirror board party.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Everyone will have. We should get sponsored by them because they all have to get accounts. I think.
Oh no.
I guess they're free
Nice.
accounts.
Yeah.
I guess that's
that's
the
fun.
same thing with the spreadsheets. They have a Gmail account.
My cat is now watching people's icons move around.
Get it, Freya. Get it.
Murder.
Murder the hearts. Oh no. I'm having way too much fun with the mirror board.
Oh man.
Yeah, although like some sort of spreadsheety thing would be cool. So because like we wouldn't be doing math, because I feel like all of us are pretty good at math, and I feel like people who are
Not good at
less,
math.
I
less
used
numerate,
the calculator.
yeah,
To be fair, I did use
it's
the
like
calculator.
drag the stuff around and then it
Yeah.
tells you what your thing is. But adding together 4 or 5 numbers isn't too bad.
Yeah, I'm no good at math, but I could handle
Oh.
it. So wasn't that bad. Simple addition.
What I'm saying, I want to make more tools for this.
Yeah, so that you can just drag things into your
I'm all
player
for it.
and get
I'm all
automatic
for it.
stats.
So we
For
make a
no-
shopping cart that has the.
Drag stuff in.
It's
So
not
you
even
can-
about
you-
whether or not it's needed for complexity. It's just
No, it's just-
cool.
Fun. Yeah.
And you can set this as a challenge in one of your classes, I assume.
Yes, they're starting project week next week. So if you haven't done a project yet, here you go.
It's
Why are
like
you?
a
They
shopping
watching
cart,
us
so-
instead of getting some sleep? Yeah, it's like
Oh,
a shopping
man.
cart, like cookie clicker, but
Yeah.
So I guess there are a lot of these sort of subverting D&D style
Oh yeah.
RPGs about.
Yeah. Some better than others, but this one's really good, I think.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't expect to get emotional story beats out of this one
I
I know, right?
because it just felt so winky and, you know, we hate this D&D mechanic, so let's make fun of it.
Yeah, I was worried it was gonna be only satire,
Hmm.
which I can deal with for like maybe an hour.
Yeah, I knew it'd be. Yeah, it was like 2.5 hours
Hmm.
for the full game. Not bad.
Nice book into Stew Pot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I guess it's a prequel to Stew Pot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like the sliding doors, what if it had gone differently?
No, I remember it this way. The bottle episode.
That's I wrote. I haven't published it yet. I wrote a game called Venom, where everyone's
Your Venom.
you're don't no everyone's
Nice.
it's after the adventure. You're all sitting around at the tavern, drinking and telling stories about the adventure, and there's a little card mechanic, and everyone's like telling stories like, oh, like remember when I saved everyone doing this? And other people can say, oh no, it was actually like this, and so on. But the core mechanic of the game is that someone has poisoned all the other glasses.
Oh, no.
So the way you're like moving cards around while you're telling the story, whoever winds up with the assassin card, everyone else dies and they get the treasure. If I drew some pictures for that, it's pretty sweet.
Oh,
It's not long. I should just publish that.
And then you'll be rich.
Nope.
This is the one, Mark. This
I
is
do
the
not
one.
have the Avatar license. I will not get rich making games. Avatar, they made $9 million on their Kickstarter.
oh, for the Avatar,
For the Avatar
Last
game.
Airbender?
Yeah.
I always have
biggest-
to ask, like, which Avatar?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I think the previous one was like some D&D thing that was like $4 million. That was like some big famous D&D guy did a thing. So that's cool. And it's a really good game. I got to play it once or so.
I wonder if the Avatar game will be any good.
It is, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I mean, I kickstarted it. I think I have the rules. Maybe we can play that before too long. So we're not doing next week, right? Because we have,
We're doing Sun. Oh no, that's right. Because Nicole can't do next week.
yeah.
Yeah, Mark can't do Friday.
Out next week.
Yeah, I
Cool.
can't
Yeah,
do
we'll
the
s-
next 2 Fridays.
Hmm.
We skip next week, then we move to Sunday.
Just
Yeah.
gonna
That
have
works.
1 week. Yeah. Cool.
Hmm.
Cool.
I've been
And
wanting
I
to
could
run
do Saturday if we
Trophy.
wanted to.
Maybe we could play that like for a 2-shot. It's
Repeat
that
the
sort of
title?
trophy dark.
Oh,
so
okay.
Everyone go into the
Everyone's
forest for
doomed.
treasure and everyone dies. Pretty much. Explicitly a horror game. It's pretty fun. Or I'm open to a suggestion. I looked at the top secret rules. We would spend the first thing making characters and figuring stuff out, I think, if we want to do that. But then I was also like, I should just write a better version of this. This is a 40-year-old game.
Yeah, like over the last 40 years, I'm sure there are better spy games about.
Yeah. There's a really good one that's pretty small called Wilderness of Mirrors, I think. We're all like super competent spies, and here's some cool things about how you like set stuff up. It's pretty
Yeah.
good. I take a look at that. But yeah, I'm open to suggestion for whatever we want to do next.
Cool.
In 2 weeks.
2 weeks. 2 weeks to think about things.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop the stream. Good night, everybody.
Good
Stream.
night, fans.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.